Endless multiverse.
Multiverse.
Endless multiverse. Endless multiverse. Show number 10.
Oh God,
10.
Lord, that
We're
was
old
loud.
as shit. Hello, everybody. Chainsaw Reacts, Andy, here with Endless Multiverse number 10. We hit the double digits. We're getting older. We're one step closer to drinking age, but we're not there yet. But we are here.
Drinking age.
Drinking is we're going to drink. We have a couple super chats that we'll get to in 1 second. But first things first, something we really haven't done really much is in the description of all of our Endless Multiverse videos is all of our social medias. If you guys want to go follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever, we have all the links down there so you guys can follow us. And we want to thank you guys so much for being here, supporting the show in this multiverse number 10. And we have some super chats to get to before we actually jump into the show. I think we should address these now before we jump because we have some topics. We got some.
Am I still coming through, by the way?
You're coming through. Yeah, okay, I'm seeing your. It's a little glitchy, but I mean, you're still there.
There was a Wi-Fi button for once at the counter mic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's happened to me too. So we'll address these super chats real fast, guys, and please save your super chats unless they're for like actual topics that we're covering at the moment, or save them till the Q&A. That'd be very appreciated. But we thank you guys so much for supporting the channel and supporting the show. So Scott, with this first super chat, wanted to show some support. Thank you, sir. Thank you. So what do you think of the chance of Barry and Kara appearing in the Superman Lois season finale arc? Could they set up something? Could Blackest Night be coming? That's a lot of questions. Barry and Kara appearing in Superman Lois finale. I think it's low, very low chance.
Unless they find a really sneaky way to get those actors in there. I mean, I think
without no one noticing.
Grant is likely easier to get into because he's already in Vancouver, and like they're all like kind of like. I know last week or so when they were getting on Paley Fest, they said they were just about to start shooting episode 14. So. And the Flash season finale is filming, I guess, right now, and they're gonna go till the end of the month. So,
okay,
theoretically, could.
Yeah,
I don't. Whatever they're doing with Blackest Night, that's gonna be more of a Flash thing as opposed to Superman Lois thing. So,
yeah, people are saying, are they doing Blackest Night because of Allegra's name drop, and of course, who we saw at the very end of this week's episode, who we will discuss that. But I would say no. I feel Blackest Night is too big for Flash to handle in terms of that storyline. They're going to do a version, like he was saying to me. We were having discussions. We talked quite a bit this week. We've talked so much. We could have done more episodes of Endless Multiverse with the amount of stuff we talked. But the gist is that they're telling a version with just Deathstorm. It's not going to be a whole thing where we bring in everyone else involved in Lanterns, and no, it's too much.
But you know, and that's perfectly fine. You know, I like when just one show can do its own little thing of various iconic storylines. I think that's perfectly fine. But thanks for the super chat, Scott.
Thank you.
We have another one from Scott G.
Also, chances of Kang the Conqueror being in post credit scene. I'm guessing he meant post credits. I would say it's possible just because they are setting up Kang pretty heavily. I mean, Kang got introduced. Well, a version of Kang in Loki. It's possible. I feel like Kang, obviously, with being in Quantum Mania, Ant-Man 3, I think it's possible, but they might just save it till Quantum Mania. They might not even have him appear anywhere until then. So
yeah, I think he could maybe he will show up in some capacity because I think they're definitely he's going to be a big player in Phase 4 and how far we're going. So.
But yeah, I mean, there's a chance though. There is a chance that they might tease Kang since he is probably going to be a big player moving forward in terms of a villain that's probably going to be around because he's not going to just be in Quantumania and that's it. Kang is a huge character in the comics, and there was rumors of Kang being an Endgame, so I feel like they're going to use Kang for like a Thanos type thing, multiple films.
I think I was rumored to be in Endgame at some point, but like I farted and then fell asleep, and then I'm like, oh, we already filmed? That was quick.
That was quick.
Okay.
One final thing, and we'll get into our topics, guys. We have a lot of things to discuss. So I don't know if the Flash story arcs are going to connect to Armageddon necessarily. I could be wrong. I feel like the Armageddon storyline is wrapped up, unless they're implying that another version of Armageddon will occur. Like, did Barry actually fix the timeline? Do we know? I'm trying to remember.
Eobard is still around, so we will we will see, I guess. So,
Yeah,
but
we'll see. But yeah, we have some things to discuss today. Episode 10, big celebration. Endless multiverse, endless.
But oh, sorry.
I
Endless.
was
Yeah,
dancing.
sorry.
Yeah, you gotta dance.
I was looking for your overlay for your thing because we were
Oh, okay.
looking.
Oh, yes. Yes. So real quick before we jump in, I interviewed. Let me actually take off the banner real fast so you can see the whole thing there. I interviewed Rob Paulsen yesterday, and the interview is now up on the channel. If you guys want to go check it out after the show, wait till after the show and go check out my interview with Rob. It was really awesome to talk to him. We covered a lot of things, including him voicing Yakko and Pinky and being on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, voicing two turtles, and just the whole voiceover business in general. It was really awesome, and I'm really proud of how that turned out. And I was telling Andy, I was like, this is the biggest thing I've done, and I'm so happy. And my wife, who's a big fan of what Rob's done in terms of voicing Pinky and Yakko, she was overly joyed with everything. But it was awesome. It was really, really cool. And now we have some topics. We have some things to discuss. And
boys and girls, do we have some topics? So
we sure do. Well, Constantine, please, let's do this.
All right then. On with the show.
On with the show.
I do kind of like, go like when
I see you do
like,
yeah.
This is so sad. The only thing I have is like my AirPod. I don't even have a real lighter in this house. So if anyone wants to come and kill me, don't be worried about fire because I got none. But so we're gonna head into Flash season 9 as there's been a lot of updates this week. So let's start with some sad news. So Jesse L. Martin, who has played Joe West since season 1 of The Flash, has been an integral part of the show. He is going to be exiting the series at the end of this after this ongoing season. He has, but the good news for him is that he has a new show coming to NBC. He is going to be in the Irrational, which is a currently in development pilot where he's going to be the lead. And if he goes to series, then he's going to be the lead of his own show again. So, but the good news is, for all you Joe fans out there, he is expected to come back for a handful of episodes next season, most likely up to 5 episodes. And then here's what we're gonna do. Let's talk about Joe first, and then we can get to the girls. So okay. I feel like in many sense that this has been coming, and I feel that this makes sense. I think that as the show was growing up, like again, I mean, you're always gonna need your good parents around and so on, of course. But I think that as as just the show is focusing more on the principal characters, and and I also know that with Joe no longer be on the force, and Joe also Jesse also had his back injury a couple of years ago. I understand that he feels ready to maybe move on to do something different, but at least there's no hard feelings. I think that this makes perfect sense, and I think that what's important to remember, because I know this happened with Carlos and Tom last year too, where social media just erupted into kind of like instant shade mode of this show, being like, oh my god, they're finally leaving. They got sick and tired of it. Like, no, 7 seasons is a long time, and they honored their contract. Like, they never got fired. There was never any drama. They just they were to leave and do something different. That's what actors do. And Jesse, if he wanted to, he could have left last season if he wanted to, but he came back for an 8th one. So but because Twitter likes to be petty, and so do I, because I like to drag people who are dumb on Twitter, and that this is just what happens, and like, who's to say that there won't be any more cast departures by the time we get to the end of season 8? So, but of course, I'm gonna miss seeing Joe regularly. He, he was one of the first Flash people I ever talked to. He was so nice, and he, of course, will be back in some capacity. So, but how are you feeling, Jordan, about this?
I kind of sensed it based off of how much of a role he's been playing in season 8. I feel like he honored the contract for season 8 and honored the contract up to the 7 seasons where he had signed on initially. He signed on for season 8 because I feel like, okay, I'll come back for another season. And I think that was maybe him signing on to see, if there's other chances out there, other potential opportunities to do something. And so for him to at least come back for some episodes in season 9 is good, but at the same time it's going to feel weird. But then again, it also felt weird when Cisco left. So it's a thing to where they brought a they brought something to the show, and with them, with Cisco leaving when he did, it felt strange, and it felt like the show made a shift. It changed a little. And with Joe leaving, I believe that is implying Cecile will be leaving as well. I feel like that's implying the actress will be leaving as well. That obviously that's not confirmed, but I would say in terms of if Joe is going to be gone and not be a series regular, because if you notice, a lot of Joe's stuff has been with Cecile. Like that's pretty much, they just keep them together. Cecile, of course, they give Cecile more to do in terms of there's other things she's doing outside of scenes with Joe, but at the same time, it's like, I would think if you're going to have the character exit and he's going to be gone and not be a series regular, that's implying to me we'll be losing his wife, Cecile, as well.
They're not married.
Oh, well, they're not. Well, I mean, they had a baby. You have a point. They're basically married.
Yeah, the baby who's like appears once every.
Yeah,
well, I mean, I get why, because obviously it's dangerous to have a baby on set during this pandemic and so on. But like theoretically, I mean,
it's weird because they can only mention it. But
I just keep wondering, because it's funny that people say baby Jenna. I'm like, you all know this girl be 5 years old by now, right? Like, she ain't no baby no more.
Aged. But it's going to be odd. But at least he's not gone forever. Like I feel like same thing with Carlos, of course, with Cisco. Like Jesse can come back. With what he's already agreed to. It's not like he's leaving forever and never going to return again. It's like it's not like he's leaving after season 8 and he's done. He's never returning. And it feels like with the show, no one's ever truly done with the show in some capacity. They all somehow return most of the time.
And you know what? And that means that speaks great volume, because that speaks of, hey, these actors are obviously they love the show so much that they actually are willing to come back. Unlike Arrow, where some people died and then never came back. So just. But on that topic, like we're gonna go back to what else was coming out, because this came specifically from Deadline. So Candice Patton and Daniel Panabaker, who play Candice, who plays Iris Allen, of course, and Daniel Panabaker, who plays Caitlin Snow and Killer Frost. And just like Jesse, they only had 1-year contracts too when they signed up for season 8. So, but they are in negotiations to return, and so we ain't losing the girls anytime soon. So I'm sure an announcement will come at some point. So and I know there was some concern, because I know last weekend or something, Candice posted something on her Instagram about she wasn't sure she was gonna come back to season 9, but that's Hollywood language for I'm in negotiations, so I can't talk about it. Now the thing that is and this is where, like, trust me, we are in celebratory mode for this being episode 10, but this is the part where, like, Andy's probably gonna get a little ragey. So, children, if there are children around, don't be watching, because this is gonna get nasty. So we're gonna talk about the way that the English language is somehow misconstrued consistently when it comes to news, media, and reports. So there was one report from the Hollywood Reporter that said that they're hearing that the CW is considering doing an abbreviated final season. And of course, the internet does what the internet does best. They take and run with it into 10,000 different directions that has no relevancy whatsoever. So let me get angry for a second. First of all, you basic bitches, it ain't getting canceled. Well, a show that gets into season 9 doesn't get canceled. It just ends. If season 9 is the final one, which there's been no confirmations
but
or
if,
anything.
But
if it ends, it's not getting fucking canceled. Don't be so worried about like the flood is getting canceled, and be worried about the amount of error shows that have not even been renewed. So that's what we call cancellation.
Yeah, okay. Good comparison. That is cancellation. If Batwoman season 4, Legend season 8 does not happen, that's cancellation, people. That's cancellation. But okay, yeah.
No, but people, what people are gonna do? They're gonna be these biased medias going, being like, well, they ended. No. They got canceled as fuck. Like they got canceled AF, as the kids would say. Yeah.
If they said Batwoman season 4 is happening, and then they turn around and said, nope, that's cancellation. They went back on it and they're done. With them announcing season 9, and that was confirmed, The CW officially released it. The information's out there. And if then they say, within, let's say, like next week, season 9's final season, and that's it, it's not canceled. It is ending its run because they confirmed the next season, and then now they're confirming it's the final season. That doesn't mean it's canceled. They're saying they've made the decision. This is it. There's no potential of a season 10. They're saying right now, this is it. And this thing. But if they said season 9, and then they start filming season 9, and then there's no season 10, and there's no announcement it's the final season, it's just they just don't pick it up for season 10, cancellation. That's what happens. They didn't go for another run. It's people just
There's people. I don't know what it is that people have against this show. I think that some are just and I can tell what writers on various websites that are clearly against the Flash, which is sad because I think like the Flash is a major reason why we have even the shows we have right now, because that's the thing. The Flash is one of, I mean, I may dare and say that the Flash is probably even more profitable than Arrow was. So because the Flash exists, like it's the Flash, for God's sake. But my point being is that a show that gets into its 9th season and then ends, that's not canceled. This is the same bullshit that I had to put up with when Smallville season 10 was announced to be the final season. There were legit reputable websites putting in their titles, Smallville gets canceled after 10 seasons. You're dumb mother effers. How dumb must you be to think that that's what cancellation looks like? Okay, I'm done.
Well, I'll piggyback off that because I made a video about this back when Supergirl was announced. They've announced the final season. Well, they announced season 6, then they announced it was the final season, and they made the announcement. Melissa made a post about it on Instagram. They put out the report that it's the final season. People ran, Supergirl's finally canceled. It wasn't canceled. They're having another season. They're going to be doing another season. It's not cancellation. And in the article, it says that both parties, the network and the showrunner and the creators behind the series, they came to the decision this is the final season. That's not cancellation. If the network went to them and said, we're not giving you a season 6 after we announced it, we're not doing it, we can't agree to these terms, cancellation. People just don't understand the wording is important, but cancellation, that word is used so much and it's a buzzword. They use it to get the clicks, because you pointed this out too. Places will use that word, and then when you actually go into the article, there's no word of cancellation. It was just in the title. It's not in the actual article. They're actually giving the correct information. It's just the title says cancellation. It's irritating. No,
I feel like
Batwoman was not canceled.
No.
There's not been no announcement of season 4. It hasn't been announced to not be picked up. I'm just saying, we're saying if season 4 does not get confirmed and they're not renewing Batwoman after it's aired all of its episodes in season 3, and there's no announcement for season 4, and they just move on from the show, cancellation. That's what it will be if they don't, but it's not been canceled yet. So
I just wish people would just educate themselves better, or just get educated in general. But
it's a lot.
So and here's the thing, because there's at some point the Flash is gonna end. We all know, we all accept it, and so on. Whether or not season is it, the only reason I could see it actually going for another year, is so by the end of the season, Flash will have aired 171 episodes. Grant is signed up for 15, and this is the basic thing that I also want to bring up. Abbreviated final season. We've been knowing that it was going to be 15 episodes at least next season. So so they're acting as if abbreviated final season. It's like, y'all, like, we've been doing shorter seasons every year anyway. So why are you so basic about it? But
because people that are writing these articles, they don't know that the shows have already been shortening their runs the last couple of years. They don't know that. Like, literally, think about it. Whenever there's news covering these shows, a lot of these people that are writing articles, they don't watch the shows. They're just told to write the articles. So they don't actually keep up with what's happening. We know because we look at the episode orders, we figure all this stuff out, it's announced, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, when we watch the show, we know how many episodes per season. We actually know they've been shortening these because, like we said in an episode prior on Endless Multiverse, that the 22-23 season long seasons is no longer feasible. And it's not good for the brand. They've realized it's too much. Because once you do the first 2 seasons of Arrow and Flash, which, by all means, everyone pretty much agrees those are the best seasons of those shows. When you get further along, you realize, oh, they're running out of ideas, or like they're just putting a lot of filler, and then the audience is losing interest. And they're like, well, we got to shorten it down. If we have less episodes, it means, we have less time. We have fewer episodes to handle. Because back then it was simpler because it was the brand new show. They can just do anything because nothing was really done yet in their universe or on their respective cities and their teams and the characters. But now it gets to the point where it's becoming too much. Then they're just kind of like, okay, well, what are you supposed to do? Because we have a story, but we don't have enough time to flesh it out completely.
That's why you do graphic novels like Flash does. I feel like I'm even hope at some point Superman Low will do something like that, because I feel like I kind of wish the Bizarre thing had kind of been solved a few weeks ago, and then we could have started something else. But either way, the reason I could see season 10 happen is that because by next season, if let's say we're doing 15 episodes, we will hit 186 episodes. That's 14 away from 200, and having ending on a nice number like that, and also depending on what if because here's the thing, if we don't get an announcement before the season 9 premiere, then that means that they're probably assessing the situation of saying maybe we will do a tempo, let's see how it goes throughout the year. And as we see, Flash still doing great in ratings, it's been doing well in its new time slot. So and that's why I could see them doing another 15 episode run, and then have a 2-part series finale, with the first part being the 200 big celebratory thing, and then the series finale boom, and on a big note and so on. And if season is the final one, then we're all obviously hoping for the best final season of all time. But and then I'm not talking about you guys in the channel, because I know you guys understand. But if anyone's watching that, and sometimes if you do get fooled or tricked by the way some websites or tweets are phrased out and so on, try to just read deeper into it. Don't fall for it easily, because sometimes it's not what it always appears to be. So
yeah.
But okay, I'm flashed out.
I'm flashed out. So we're going to switch it up a little bit, because we're going to go back to DC in a minute. But we have something else that dropped this week that was pretty significant, and that is a little thing called Stranger Things season.
Oh, Jesus Christ! What is that?
That is the villain of season 4 of Stranger Things. That is the villain. And they actually named it. And I don't remember the name off the top of my head that they actually named it. They don't name it in the trailer. You hear his voice. You see him. Now, I wanted to pull this image because I honestly think this is not only the villain of season 4 of Stranger Things, I also think this is the true villain of the show, the entirety of the show. There's always been the question of what is in the Upside Down, who is controlling the Upside Down. And the theories is that it's this guy right here. And now there's also theories of who this actually is in terms of connectivity to the characters from the show. I'll turn it off. It's okay. You don't have to look at it.
Jesus, fuck that.
It is. It's kind of crazy. The trailer was really good. There's a lot of hype and excitement around it. And it's weird because the cast, all the kids are growing up now. It's so weird because they all started out as literally 11, literally as babies.
So when I see them in interview stuff, I'm there's one of them who's gone extremely tall.
And Robert Englund, Freddy Krueger is in that trailer. He's playing a character. It did remind me of Carnage with the tentacles on the back, looking like it's like the symbiote. And I made that point in my video, but there's definitely a lot of questions. The rumor is that it is that individual. And so I really like the trailer. I like the tone of it. And it seems like we're going to be following multiple storylines because now the kids are pretty much separated. Like some of them are actually, they're not all together, because a lot of the sequences they were showing us, they were all separated. Like a lot of the times in previous seasons, they're all together pretty much the entire time, or they're in the same vicinity so that they're not too far apart. But literally it feels like to me, we're going to have multiple groups, because the posters, I think we had shared the posters during an Endless Multiverse. We had showed the posters that dropped for season 4 of Stranger Things, and where we see different groups of people throughout the posters, like implying they're all in different areas going to the same location within the Upside Down or different portals. The show's getting crazier. I love the trailer, and I cannot wait for the show. And the fact they're splitting it into 2 parts is kind of strange, but I get it because they want to build the hype because it's coming to an end. Season 5 is going to be the final season, but at least, oh boy, yeah. The joke is that it was Barb, but yeah. And Andy, Vecna. It's Vecna. I think they say Vecna. I think, but yeah. So apparently that is that I'm theorizing that's the actual true villain of the whole show. And now we're finally seeing him because I think he's been teased before in some weird ways, but now we see him. Andy has not seen the show, so he.
I'm just wanting to comment, like,
yeah, like if you get into the show, you need to get into the show. That's all I can say. You need to get into the show.
Just so I can go this.
Fuck! What the fuck? God damn it! Because when you watch that, when you watch Stranger Things, you're gonna come back and say this to me.
I think that you leave a trail of bodies every damn place that you go.
You had no idea that was coming. You had no idea that was coming. I love that clip. Are you okay? Drink some water. Oh, I had Jordan Kent. I had that clip. He had no idea that I uploaded it. Andy, are you okay?
Fuck you.
Sorry. What is it? Real quick, because we have a big topic to get to here. But what is a movie you love, you people hate? Are you saying that what's a movie that I love that people hate? I'm assuming that's what you're meaning, Jennifer. Thank you for the super chat. I honestly don't know if I love a movie that people generally hate. I honestly don't know. I mean, I don't even know. I guess it's more like a guilty pleasure question, like in terms of something you like, but a lot of people just don't like it. But I honestly don't know. I guess in a sense, not really a movie, but I would say, like, I don't hate Flash season 5. A lot of people dislike that season because of Nora and everything, but in terms of like movie,
she said movie.
I honestly don't know about a movie. I don't even know. I don't even know because a lot of the movies I like, most people like. Oh, okay, I'll give you one. It's an underrated Disney animated film called The Black Cauldron. There's a lot of people that haven't seen that movie. It's an animated Disney movie from the 80s. There's a lot of people that haven't seen that movie or they don't like it that much. I think it's overall pretty good. I like it, but that's just me. Are you okay? He did not expect that at all.
I'm gonna come to your house
and kill me.
No, that. Oh my.
Gracie, give Andy some water, or all matters will do. Thank you, Jordan Kent, for the Gracie comment.
What was the question?
What is a movie that you love that people hate?
A movie that I love that people hate. The Dark Knight Rises gets a lot of flack.
It does.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like I love the Dark Knight. Like I think that's like like not a guilty pleasure, but it's like Dark Knight Rises is what I would say. I would say like I will defend that movie more than maybe most people will, but I'm probably gonna hate the Chainsaw Reacts biopic movie at some point, like where he scares the shit out of me.
Thank you, Jennifer. It's okay for it's all good. Thank you for the super chat.
Oh, like, can I just look at the chat? Oh my god, people were laughing their asses off.
Yeah, they were laughing their asses off, dude.
Ow, my throat. Okay.
Are you prepared for this big topic we're getting into here?
If
I
you
like
don't play any more,
Matthew.
if you don't like play any more unexpected clips, then sure we'll be fine.
Well, now you know that clip exists. But anyways, yeah. So speaking of,
Oh,
I
so
showed a,
many.
I showed a DC clip. Speaking of DC, oh my gosh.
Let's get into this. Okay, so yesterday, Variety broke some pretty major ass news that there is an overhaul being looked at for for sorry, my foot is so acting up. This is all your fault. But the an overhaul going on at D's Entertainment, and this is a lot. This is probably going to take up most of the show today. So, keep sending super chats and questions. So we will get to it for sure. But so essentially, just to try and break it down a little bit for for everyone, because you can get it is a long article, but essentially what David Slaz is doing, who is that he's the CEO of these two combined companies, and he's the top at the top of leadership. They've been essentially they're wanting to elevate everything within these entertainment to essentially they're more so mainstream it. And what that means, just to break it up a little bit, is that they think DC is like a coherent creative and brand strategy. They want to revitalize characters like Superman that's been kind of like pushed to the side for a significant time. And no, we know Superman Lois is out there, but they're talking about Superman on the big screen and in other corners. Superman Lois is not the end all be all of all Superman stuff. They're essentially looking for not an exact Kevin Feige type, but they're looking for someone that is that's going to be sort of a leader for the DC brand in terms of like, and they're looking for someone that is more into that has like huge business experience, but can also serve as a connective tissue between these departments, and they want to invest more in supporting characters like Harley Quinn, and do more films like Joker, like so more like Black Label movies essentially. And so, and the best sentence I can use from the Variety article, just to because it's a long piece and it's just there's a lot of information to take in, but David Slad, the CEO of the combined company and top leadership, have been toying with the idea of turning DC into its own solidified content vertical, sources said. And essentially, what it means, we could be getting a DC Studios finally, kind of like Marvel Studios, and so, because everything has always been operating underneath Warner Brothers. Like, yes, there is DC Films, but it's not its own complete thing, and so this is a lot. This was also expected, and so because my throat is still messed up, you talk.
Okay, so he called me 30 minutes before my interview with Rob Paulsen yesterday that I recorded yesterday. He said, "Did you see what happened? Get your computer." I'm like, "What?" And I already saw it on Twitter. He's like, "Get your computer down." I'm like, okay. So, as you said, this was expected. And honestly, I'm surprised at how fast the announcement came out, because I honestly thought it was going to be like a little bit later down the road. But then again, he's the new sheriff in town. He's the guy who runs the whole thing. And
Is
so
that
for
why
him,
you picked that photo of him just so that you can build up to that sheriff joke?
no, I just said that on the whim because he literally he's the new sheriff. He's literally running everything. Instead of Warner Brothers being under another company, of course, AT&T. So like now, this guy's like, because he's been seeing what's been happening for all this time. Before even the buy, he probably was seeing what was happening. He saw these. I mean, the fact that they reference Superman in terms of the film side has been kind of pushed to the side. Exactly. That's what's happened. And it's crazy too, because we've heard the rumors for a while that the Flash movie erases Cavill's Superman from the timeline and it's going to be replaced with Kara, Supergirl. Now we're hearing that he's like, Superman has been pushed to the side and he is a vital piece to the puzzle here of DC. Now, in terms of your DC films, like studio, that should have happened years ago. But of course it didn't, because at the time, the leadership has shifted so much over there in terms of who's running the DC side of Warner Brothers, in terms of the hierarchy. it just was all over the place. There was constant shifts in people in terms of Walter Hamada and Sarnoff, all these different people that were running Warner Brothers or visions of DC and stuff. It just constantly, there was no consistency. And the fact that he referenced, of course, you have to reference the competition. He wants a Kevin Feige type because Kevin Feige has been building the MCU for all of these years. And now, on top of movies, he has TV shows. Regardless of if you think the quality of these Disney Plus shows are bad, good, okay, indifferent, whatever, he's been shepherding all of this for so long. And before he even started doing the Marvel Studios MCU, he worked on the X-Men films, the Spider-Man films, of course, before he jumped over to 2008 to do Iron Man. He's been doing this for years.
Spider-Man?
Yes, he was on set during Spider-Man 1 with Sam Raimi. He was there. He worked on all the good early Marvel movies and all the bad ones. He saw what worked and what didn't work. And he obviously won't reference all of those movies in terms of good or bad, but he's credited for so much. So for David Zaslav to come in and say, we need to get somebody here who's going to run this shit. Thing is, I don't know if there is a person that DC can pull in that would be doing what Kevin Feige does. Because here's the thing. For a while, when Kevin Feige was running the Marvel Studios in terms of the films, we had a bunch of offshoots of TV stuff. The Netflix, Hulu, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., even though they say it was connected. I mean, at a certain point, is that show really connected?
Yes.
And then, well, there's the whole debate.
I will. No, there is no debate. I will fight.
Oh, there's a debate. There's a debate. But anyways, not the point.
In your head.
No, there's not in my head. There's actual debate in terms of the timeline and what the shows continue to do. It gets offshoots from the MCU. I think. I don't even know. Okay, because that show
if Kevin Feige said that he's continued to say even after Jeff Loeb, who was the head of Marvel TV, left. Don't read into it, guys. I don't have time for this. But Kevin Feige is always that these shows are connected. Whenever they choose to use them, this is a different discussion. But
well, I need to hear that because I don't know where he said that. I don't know where he said that. But that's not the point of the conversation. The point of what I'm trying to make is that he wasn't in control of all the stuff. He's now in control of every single Marvel property that is now going out in terms of animation, in terms of film, in terms of live action TV. The thing is that DC's all over the place right now for the most part. But they would have to really restructure a lot of things in order for it to be under one thing. And okay, so what's the thing here? Is David Zaslav saying he only wants a DC universe that is interconnected in the same universe and there is no multiverse in terms of the TV shows are going to be set within the DCEU and the films and TV are interconnected just like what Marvel's doing? Is that what he's saying? Or is he saying that he wants somebody to have a better cohesive plan in terms of how they're structuring and putting out content? That's what I want to know. What exactly is he like? What is the end game for him? Like, is he trying to make DC what Marvel's doing in terms of any show that comes out is interconnected to the films that are coming out? Or are they sticking with the multiverse plan where Batman, Robert Pattinson is separated from everything else and anything that's interconnects to that will of course make sense? Or is it going to be a multiverse or is everything going to have to be connected or nothing works? Like, it's really confusing, David Zaslav. Like, I want to know, like, obviously this is not like a full, like, this is probably early stages of trying to figure this out, but like, what is he trying to accomplish? Like, what is his goal? Is it to bring Superman back? Is it to have everything interconnected all in one like the MCU is? That's what I want to know. Like, what is, because if that's true, the Arrowverse shows are done because they're not interconnected to the DCEU. It's not connected. It's on a different Earth. Like, that's the thing. They're pushing multiverse. Years ago, at DC Fandom, they've been pushing multiverse angle, but now David Zaslav comes in and goes, we need to restructure this whole thing. So
okay, finish your part. Okay, yeah, because I think this escalate a little bit because this is okay. So,
and this multiverse.
And yeah, hi Jake. Hope you're doing well. So
good timing because we're really talking DC right now.
Yeah. So here is the thing. because people are now, there's so many assumptions going on right now that's, what's going to be, shut down. Like, here's the thing, it's not about shutting down or, bringing back anything or whatever. So it's more about like, what are they gonna push more forward? So it's like, no, the errors will still exist as long as it's making them money. They're still gonna keep going on it. It could just be that depending what happens with the CW stuff, for example, maybe it's gonna be like, yeah, we can still do error shows, but why don't we just do it on HBO Max instead? Because that's more profitable for us. Because they know that there is a fan base for that.
And I told and I said that to you. I said that they could move the stuff over or produce new content connected to the Arrowverse on HBO Max.
Yeah, but so either way,
Sell goes through. Yeah.
Either way, it's more about like just trying to elevate more things that DC just hasn't been using. So, and as we have seen now, and whatever her face name was, she could not handle the job. Walter Hamada, his contract is expiring next year, and we will see if that man gets to keep his job or not. We will see. And there's
everybody except Toby Emmerich is leaving as of right now in terms of contracts. So, like, that pretty much says to me David Zaslav's cleaning most of the house. So,
I mean, Toby Emmerich stay. I mean, or is it just that it's cheaper to have him on the contract that to pay him out? So but either way,
and
just
that may be the case because his contract might not be up. So that may be it.
His contract is coming up soon, though. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
But if I can just finish my thoughts, I think what they're looking for, like for me, like because I don't need a Kevin Feige necessarily. I do think there should be at least someone that can kind of like speak to everything that is going, like whether it is comics, the video games, because there was a focus on they want to do more things in video game stuff that isn't just Batman. Thank God, like someone that can kind of like know what's going on everywhere, but also know like what makes the most sense business wise. So. Because I know people were saying, I saw Kevin Smith's name come up, I saw James Gunn's name come up. I'm like, fuck no, not James Gunn. Let him just keep doing movies and like let him shepherd a whole, brand. And we don't need that. And also, that's the thing. They're not looking for a creative guru. They're looking for someone that knows what is the best choices for us financially. What's going to make us the most money? Because at the end of the day, all of this is just about making money. And I think the best thing for them is to utilize the multiverse more, but also note they also should have a structure of when they do. Like, let's take a just off the cuff scenario. Let's say they do. We know there's a Val Zod show in the work for HBO Max. We know there's a Black Superman reboot movie for the big screen from J.J. Abrams. But for example, give your film like the top mandate should be like, let your filmmakers be the filmmakers and make the best story possible. Don't do what you've done in the past of like interfering, or don't cut, what's the saying, like, too many cooks in the kitchen. And like that's what we need to like throw out. We need to be like they need to have the same mandate for everything when it comes to TV, movies, comics, video games, you name it. And and of course I know this is obviously this was obviously huge news that a lot of and I am a Snyderverse fan as well. And I think that don't never say never when it comes to it continuing whatever. Now that this thing is happening, because again, for years people kept saying the Snyder Cut is never going to happen, and look where we are now. It did happen. So I think he sounds like he is doing a lot of smart choices. Some of it is going to become public very, very soon. Some of it is going to be something people will have to wait for. There's going to be things that we're going to all find out together. And like, again, I was literally just like, I was going to take a nap yesterday. And then my phone just blows up and I'm like, what happened? And I run back to the computer. So there, I think that this is, I don't think anything is being reset. I think that there's things they're going to probably move on from a little more so on, and more they're going to move on to things that newer things, older things, but with a touch of new, if that makes sense. And I think that it's going to be there's going to be mixed reactions, and I think that whoever they pick, it's probably not going to be someone that we don't know. Like, so it's not gonna be someone that is like, it's not gonna be a celebrity, like celebrity executive producer or something like that. It's not gonna be a celebrity who is in the filmmaking world. It's gonna be someone like, because yesterday, like I brought up the name. One name that one of the candidates he was looking at was a woman named Emma Watts. She is a former top film executive at 20th Century Fox and Paramount, but it appeared that she would not take the job. And Variety even says one insider suggested that Sasha was less interested in finding a creative guru and more eager to hire someone who had the type of business background needed to keep all different factions at DC working more harmoniously. Which is, I think, that's a keyword, harmoniously, where like there isn't so much chaos going on, like, because we know that there's been a lot of different creative shifts in comics, there, and I think it was last year we got a new editor-in-chief for DC Comics. There's been there's different shifts going on with TV. There's more things happening on HBO Max. With the movies, again, also the pandemic has sadly played so much of a part where, like, how long, like, when did the Batman even get announced? Like, with Robert Pattinson, was it like 2019 or something?
I think so.
Yeah, so like it took 3 years for this 3-hour movie to come out, which almost maybe poetic.
And even and Matt Reeves talked about the fact that at one point when the shutdown happened, there was a chance the movie was never going to come out. Like, there's a chance that the movie was just done. Like, there's just nothing else to do. Because they didn't know what was going to happen.
Yeah, because we were all, it was so, the COVID was new to everyone. Like, we didn't, like, can there ever be a cure? Like, are we gonna have to wait, like, because thank God to all those talented scientists all over the world who together found this vaccine, and they generated this vaccine within a year. That's a fucking miracle. So, but the point being, when it comes to the DCV, I think that this is going to be a very interesting couple of years for DC going forward. And like I said, whoever they pick, I expect it to be someone that we've never heard of. And if they do their job right, they will be they will have the status of a Kevin Feige in DC. I mean, I can take the job if they need to, and just like. I imagine I get the job and I just sit in my skyscraper tower and just it has to be a skyscraper. If that's the only way I associate with being rich. I sit in my skyscraper tower and I look that as I go. And well. Now the metaphor here is that Oliver's dead body is the corpse of the former Warner Bros. That could not get any shit done.
And when they announce you to be the new head of DC content, everyone's gonna be saying,
"Wow, you have seriously leveled up."
Leveled up.
Yeah, I have leveled up. And then here's the thing. When you become the DC executive, can you please like redo this sequence in a sequel for Batman and Robin?
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
If you don't get Alicia Silverstone back as Batgirl and have her say that again, no. And then when you come out and you're saying that all these things you're going to do, all these plans, and you end up just making sequel after Batman and Robin, and they go back to look at your original, your announcement of you saying you're going to do all these things, you're bringing back the Snyderverse. This is going to be you.
Obviously, this particular comment didn't age too well.
How fucking dare you?
I had to find a way to use that clip. That's the only other new clip. That's it. Those two new clips.
I need to go check now because I don't trust you right
now. No, that's it. Trust me, that is it. I have nothing else. I pulled those two clips earlier.
Oh, well, let's switch over to. We have one piece of the last topic to talk about, and I think there's no other way to introduce this than just go.
That means you haven't known the triumphs and defeats, the epic highs and lows of high school football, but you will.
Uh-oh.
We don't have an image.
Hold on.
Oops.
I'm
Is this
I
the news
pro-
we're talking about? No,
hold
no,
on.
it's
Hold
not.
on. I'm a professional. Hold on.
Okay, you be a professional.
Because
That
right
was
now
Des-
my computer's freezing up, so I can't touch
that was
anything.
it's Death Storm, by the way, guys. It's awesome. It's really
Oh yeah. Oh.
Thank you, Jordan Kent. Love that. Thank you.
I can't even see what he posted, but hold on.
Your
hold
clip's
on,
seriously leveled up. Your clips have seriously leveled up. Don't believe him, Grace. Don't believe him. There it is. So, Wonder Twins, everybody. Wonder Twin power
activate.
Form of what the fuck? Kidding. So, Wonder Twins. This is interesting. So, I literally finished with my wife 1883, who Isabel May is getting a lot of attention from. We literally finished the show last week. No, actually, no, early this week. And Isabel May, KJ Appa are the Wonder Twins. And when Andy told me this, I'm like, what? And I was like, where are you seeing this? He's like, dude, I think he said Deadline or something. And it's official. This is our Wonder Twins. And I think someone mentioned at one point KJ Appa was trying to become Nightwing, and that didn't happen. Don't know what project that before, but so here we are. And I think this is interesting because for a number of reasons. One, KJ Appa is like, I got to get the hell out of Riverdale. And Isabel May is like riding high off of 1883. I think this is an interesting choice for her to go to Wonder Twins because I honestly expected her maybe to go to something more high profile. But then again, I feel like this might be interesting because I feel like with Wonder Twins, they're not thinking this is one and done. They're thinking this as potentially multiple films. But I think it's interesting casting choice. People have openly said KJ Appa is way better than what he's been doing on Riverdale. And Isabel May proved
I think it's KJ Appa, by the way. That's how he said it.
KJ Appa? How did I say it?
KJ. You said KJ Appa. KJ Appa.
Whatever. Who cares? I don't care.
But hey, listen. In this house, we respect KJ Appa.
No, it's Riverdale. No, but anyway, so he has apparently. I haven't seen any of his work outside of Riverdale, but people say he's better than what he's been doing on Riverdale. Obviously, that show has just been doing really ridiculous crap. But Isabel really proved herself in 1883, so I'm interested to see what happens here. I honestly wasn't expecting this casting, but now that we have the Wonder Twins, and now it's like a thing to where, what is the script? Like, are we going dark? Are we sticking more lighter tone? I'm expecting it's probably a mix of both. That's my guess. Probably that, because that they're probably going to go that direction right there.
Which is a very balanced tone, honestly. So I like to address everyone who believes that because everyone seems they think that they're a casting director now these days. When Robert Pattinson got cast as the Batman, and everyone's like, no, not the Twilight person. Oh no, we're doomed. And now everyone's be wearing them hoodies and going, something in the way. Like, y'all ate that thing up.
Yeah.
Let's just wait and see how KJ does. Here's the thing. Riverdale is like my Stockholm syndrome at this point. I can't get out of it. But I will say this. No matter how bizarre the writing is, KJ Appa is a solid actor. And I strongly believe that he will do great as Zan. And I think that, again, like, here's the thing. Even when the Wonder Twins were coming to Smallville, people were already moaning and complaining and bitching and being like, oh my God, I cannot believe they're doing this. Like, oh my God, the dude from Seven Heaven is going to play one of the Wonder Twins. What the fuck? And then, after the episode aired, a lot of people shifted. Because that's what, I was back on forums back in the day. This was like even before social media was even happening. And there were like a lot of people who were complaining about the Wonder Twins coming to Smallville were like, well, I want to see him in another episode. Saturday never came back. But Wonder Twins, like, they're not just those Super Friends characters that you guys saw like decades ago. They have evolved. And I think, you know what, KJ Appa, first of all, the dude is ripped as a superhero. So I'm like, I'm not gonna complain if he chooses to go shirtless in said movie. Up to him. But I'm excited for it. I haven't seen Isabel sadly in 883, but I'm hopefully they when they audition and they screen test or whatever and so on, and it worked well. Hopefully it's gonna lead to something wonderful. And I just felt like I needed to step in and say a little bit about the KG cat because I just saw a lot of shit going on online. I'm just like, guys, you bitched about Heath Ledger, you bitched about Ben Affleck, you bitched about Robert Pattinson. You ain't casting directors. Shut your mouth and just be patient because they're probably gonna start filming likely soon because Riverdale is almost done filming, I think. So you're just gonna everyone simmer down. Simmer down. But yeah, do read this by Mark Russell and Stephen Byrne. It is such a good read, and it's a good reimagination of the twins. It's like it has the comedic type things, but there's some serious things to talk about in this book. So
what's also interesting too, because Isabel, like she's the lead in 1883, and the creator of the show, said that I need her for the show. Like I need it for it to work because she's the lead, and so with her being cast after, because if I didn't see the show, I'd be like, I don't no idea. But now after seeing the show and how crazy that show is in terms of her character development, I'm interested for sure to see how she does in this. Because
is the show still airing?
Oh, it's on Paramount Plus.
Okay, but did it get renewed?
No. Well, it was always planned for a limited series.
Oh, okay.
But it's 10 episodes. It's worth the watch. It's so good.
Okay. I'm glad that show opened up some doors for it. She's gonna get to be a superhero.
She was an unknown before the show. Like she had done some work, but really no one really knew who she was in terms of her acting credits. But now this is pretty significant now that she's gotten now she's getting more attention from casting directors, which is good. Okay, so we ready to dive into Q&A for episode 10 of Endless Multiverse. The multiverse, guys. Someone earlier had said Endless Snyderverse.
That would be my heaven.
Yeah.
Because I do not, I know what I do not need more of, but I'm not gonna say because I'm gonna get in shit.
Where did you hear that?
No, he thinks.
I
started to think that maybe it got canceled silently. Tyler, I see what you were saying. I got you. Not like this hater who likes to scare me with new clips. My throat is still very sore, by the way.
I really didn't think you would respond that way. I was just, I just thought it was like really aggressive. It's really aggressive.
Because that's okay. Can I bitch for a second? I mean, I've been saying that word a lot today, but that episode when they fight is probably the most dumbest fight I've seen between Oliver and Dale in a very long time. I'm like, I gave them the bird when I was watching. I'm like, you two are idiots. And it's so over the top acting, and Diggle is just like he's like shaking his fist in the air like a baby, and I'm just like, I cannot deal with this nonsense.
Don't know what he's referring to.
Can we have a riddle?
Yeah, can we have a riddle? At least Andy might turn into Gracie.
I'll be right back.
Uh-oh. Oh no, guys, what'd you do? Guys, he's gone. Oh boy, he's gone, guys. He left. I don't know what happened to him, guys. Wait, he did? Oh, okay. Okay, I see. Oh, wait. Oh, God. Guys, I don't know where he went. Guys, do you know where he went? Huh? What about?
He's tired of you.
Oh, he's tired of me. Oh, he might be. Apparently, you gave away the answer. Oh, I hear him. What the fuck is happening right now? Guys, I'm worried. Oh boy. Oh no. What is happening?
Crazy, we had to kill them. All the very
Oh my God. Dude.
I didn't have anything else to use, so I had to put on a mask.
Apparently Jake wants me to play the great.
Crazy, Uncle Orland says go to bed.
God, what the hell? Wait for it. God. What the hell? I'm gonna wait till he gets back, then I'll play the clip. That's fucking great. Oh, that's funny. I was so confused. I think he was waiting for you to get back so we play he wants the Gracie clip to be played so that he can do whatever he's doing. So here you go.
Metas killed your parents, Gracie. They all deserve to die.
Don't believe him, Grace.
Don't believe him, Grace. Oh my daddy likes the hoodies.
that wasn't a hood. That was like an actual long coat.
It's true.
We're
not ready to announce you yet. It's gonna be
not after tonight when he scared me with that fucking club.
HBO Max exclusive 2031 is its Wizards airing.
I'm not sorry. I'm not working with him.
Oh my God.
I thought for a second they had taken a screenshot of my face when I was wearing.
Don't believe in Grace.
Don't believe in Grace.
Dude, that is fucking great.
The showrunner who did that season of Flash is now doing Superman Low. I cannot believe it's the same person.
Dude, that is fucking great.
Can you imagine if it went all the Metas have to die, Jonathan. They all deserve to die. Don't believe him, Jonathan.
I would laugh if he recreated that.
Let me know the count name. I'm crying.
Do you think Oscar does a better job at playing Moon Knight than Poe Dameron? That's a good question.
Poe Dameron.
Do you know who Poe Dameron? Oh, you're saying Poe Dameron over Moon Knight.
Yeah, because fucking Stephen Grant fucking sucks.
Yeah, he hates Steven, guys. That's why we didn't cover Moon Knight this week, because he hates on Steven.
Bitch, that ain't the truth at all.
It is the truth. You said, and I quote,
we didn't have because Katie Appa and Isabel May decided to go become the Wonder Woman. We took it out because we didn't have room for it. Don't you dare blame anything on me,
guys. He came to me 10 minutes before the show. I was like, I don't want to talk about Moon Knight. I hate the show.
I will say that. I did say to him that it's. I said to him and another friend that it took me almost 5 hours to get through this one episode of Moon Knight.
You didn't tell me that. I didn't know that.
Then that was my other friend. Yeah, but yeah, it was just I hate Stephen Grant. Like I hate the characterization of him, but like I'm just like every time Mark shows up, I'm just like daddy. And then when Steven shows up, I'm just like, fuck you. I cannot. I'm just waiting for the show to be done so we can get to Ms. Marvel because I'm more excited for Ms. Marvel.
It has a tall order. No Way Home was really, really good. I mean, it has a chance, but I mean, No Way Home did a lot. Drink your drink. We were gonna have that, but we had to remove it. It was in the thumbnail originally, the Percy Jackson casting.
Released it Endless Multiverse.
Where's that at?
In my ass.
Where is the comment? There's no comment of that. But we had the Percy Jackson casting originally in the show notes, but we took it out of the thumbnail, took it out of the thing. We just there was a lot of DC shit we had to talk about. Yeah, we'll see about the Percy Jackson thing. What happens? I mean, I thought he was good in the Adam Project, but we'll see. It's definitely better than him playing Apocalypse. Yeah, it's his portrayal as Apocalypse. Oof. Oh boy,
I'm Apocalypse. I'm gonna raise my boy, that horse.
I thought you were gonna do the thing where he touches the TV. I'm learning. Storm's like, "What are you doing?" I'm learning.
Yes. I am Apocalypse. I'm smart. I'm tiny.
Is Reverse Flash connected to Iris's time sickness? I don't think so. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised because my God, this guy will do anything to get back at Barry. So
that's why I love him as the ultimate big bad of the series.
I mean, literally, Armageddon was not about Despero. It was really about Reverse Flash. Despero was just like a means to an end. He really wasn't really the big bad. Then again, it's like, then people, okay, I love this too. People were loving Armageddon. People were like, oh my God, this is great, awesome. And then when they reveal Reverse Flash, there was people going, again, like, guys, it was such a good reveal and they handled it so well. Why are you complaining?
Because Flash fans are getting very entitled. That's why they think they know what they think they know what they want. But then when the task actually comes up, like to say what is it they actually want with the show, they're like, I want to be like season 1 and 2 again.
Exactly. That's all they want. Well, that's awesome. That's just your birthday.
So that's the best birthday gift ever. The Flash pilot premiered on my birthday.
The Future of Summer Missions 2020. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so like.
If 9 is the final season, I hope Eric calls Matt to play Thon so that it could be a full circle. Oh. I mean, it would be nice, but again, Matt, he's really busy. He does a lot of stuff. So. Supergirl season 1. Hey, guys.
Oh, that's
Why would you compare that? Nothing is worse than Arrow season 4.
Wait. No. Like, I'm not laughing at you about it. I was, because I thought for a second it said Supergirl season 4 or Arrow season 4. That would have been way more difficult to choose from. But like Supergirl season 1 versus Arrow season 4, like. I'd rather take COVID than over Arrow season 4. No, that's not. That's okay. That's hard. Okay, sorry. That's harsh. I know. But it's like I'd rather eat a turd than watching the Arrow season 4. Like,
fuck! What the fuck? God damn it! That was inappropriate.
I'd rather drink cat urine than watch Arrow season 4.
Diggle, calm down.
I think that you leave a trail of bodies every damn place that you go.
I'm gonna lose oxygen by the end of this.
You're gonna look back on that comment years down the road and
obviously this particular comment didn't age too well.
Can you stop exploiting Diggle?
Sorry, I just like that. Dude, it's Diggle.
And that laugh is like the J. Jonah Jameson laugh. No, I mean gee, thanks. I'm honored. I'm on.
Fuck! What the fuck? God damn it!
Leave Central City for 2 seconds.
Metas killed your parents, Gracie. They all deserve to die.
Don't believe him, Grace.
He's still gone. He's still gone. I can't believe it. No. You're so fucking gone.
I ain't doing this shit sober.
Oh God, dude, you missed it. You fucking missed it. You missed it, dude. I played like 6 or 7 clips. I played literally like 6 clips in a row. You're gonna have to go.
Comment from my site now.
You're gonna have to go back and watch when you leave because I literally just kept playing clips, responding to that.
Oh, wait, like, let me see. You know what we need to do? Like, someone needs to do like a montage of me, like every time.
Thank you, Tyler.
Crazy
you should. Thank you, Tyler. Thank you.
I do like a compilation of every time I disappear. They killed Laurel fucking.
Oh,
what
Fake Jake! Holy shit! Holy fuck!
Oh my God,
dude! Thank you. Thank you so
that
much.
is it's dance time. It's dance time. Come on. Okay.
Multiverse,
No.
multiverse.
Wait. Let me
Okay.
choreograph. Okay.
Uh,
1. Raise your hands. Spine your fingers and endless multiverse.
endless multiverse. Crazy. Sorry, I got excited. Sorry.
I'm old. Don't scare my heart.
It doesn't matter who we are. What matters is our plan. And do some Bane.
When the fuck did you learn how to do a British accent?
That's Bane. Okay. Thank you, Jordan. Endless multiverse.
Oh, Jakey, I have an interesting idea. It would be the Order of Sancta Maus, where it follows the journey of Michael Lane, aka Azrael from the Arkham games. And it starts with him as their assassin, and over time he breaks free, hunts them down, and learns the truth.
I love it. And it's different.
Nothing special.
Thank you, Jake, for so much. But I love the idea. I think it's really cool.
It's a good thriller show.
Yeah, that's what I like so much about it is the fact that there's multiple directions you can take it, especially with the whole thing of hunting them down, learning the truth. Like, how many levels does it go? Like, how much does he expose, or how much has he been lied to?
Well, you know what's also like very fascinating with the Order of Sancta Maus, because I know on Gotham, and we're gonna get, when we do our good Gotham retrospective, there's gonna be so much about that. But there's so much you can do with Order of Sancta Maus, like throughout history. Like you can like basically trace it back throughout the show and explore, like, why is there a need for an Azrael? Why is there a need for this organization to even exist the way it does today? So I like this. I mean, I am more of a John Paul Valley Azrael fan, but Michael Lane is also a very interesting character. So either one, or there's a way where both of them can come together somehow.
Yeah, and I think too because like literally, I wish we would have gotten more Azrael in the Arkham games. Like, he wasn't in them much, and I liked how they approached the version of Azrael in the Arkham games. But yeah, the thing is too, it's like it would fit within the universe. It would also fit as an HBO Max series. Like, or this could even be. I mean, I think a movie, you're losing a lot of potential time.
No movie.
That's what I'm saying. A movie would be too much. Like, it would just, you would be cutting out so much. So a TV series, yeah. And I would think maybe HBO Max get a bigger budget, make it 8 episodes.
You could also explore darker themes because Azrael.
You wouldn't be limited to standard and practices on TV. Like, you wouldn't have to follow guidelines. You could do more.
Well, also because Azrael, it also comes with a lot of mental health exploration. So I think that, and I think that's just something that, I mean, honestly, I feel like, listen, you can do things on broadcast network, but at the same time, there are things that they're not going to be allowed to do, and I think it will underservice the character in the larger run. So yeah, this is probably like one of the best. It is not just because of, thank you again for your super debate. This is probably one of the spin-off ideas I've ever seen that I'm like, oh my god, this would work perfectly. And you could also have a smaller cast because you wouldn't need, like, Azrael does not have a team. You don't have like all these characters around him. Like, he could have whoever is within the Order of Sancta Maus, or even have him and John Paul Valley together in some capacity. So here's a follow-up to his comment. In my hypothetical show, Lane would be the main version to give him more recognition that he hasn't gotten since while it has. Yeah, definitely. And also, I feel like having Valley, like, if the show was set on him, you would have to do Nightfall, and I think that it would be more interesting. You do Azrael with Lane, but that we meet a John Paul post Nightfall, so that way they don't have to show Batman. Because fuck it, I'm tired of Batman. So yeah. But really good idea. I really like it. Thank you for.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you. 10 episodes, guys. We're on the 10th episode. It's crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, let me go back to the top. I want to see what people from the top have said. But guys, keep sending your questions and your super chat and so on. We will get to them for sure.
Yes.
Good lord, So scroll. Okay.
A lot of comments.
Okay. And let's see. Hey, party people, how's it going? What up, party people? Let's
Wait,
see.
Justin, is this real? After 2 episodes of Superman and Lois, it will go break again until May 31st.
I have no idea. Hi, Andy. I just want to say that your article on Gotham Knights was good. Oh, thank you.
Thank you. Take it, Triple. I wrote it too. No.
Fuck no. I'm like I broke a nail. I broke a nail writing an article.
I ghostwrote it for him. It's okay.
I broke a nail over doing that. My finger still hurts.
Thank you for being in the stream. Thank you so much for being here, man.
And also, I hope you have a great Easter holiday too. Easter's usually a little rough for me because my last rabbit actually died on Easter.
We did. We did pass Arrow season 8.
What?
Well, we have 10 episodes. They only technically had 9 for Arrow season 8 because they had Green Arrow and the Canaries, and that's technically it's a backdoor pilot. Technically,
all right. Okay, whatever.
We'll roll with it.
What's next? Shall be going to be a secret? The poor dude has not even been on the show since Armageddon. What are you learning since that one episode where they went on double date? Leave him alone. Also, because he daddy. Zaddy. Let's see. What season did the baby first appear? What month in the show is currently at within the show timeline?
It's someone that commented a little later when they think it first appeared, when the baby first appeared.
Interesting. I think she's gonna be 5 years old by May at least. So because she was born in season 4. So
it's crazy how long it's been that since that baby was born. Ooh. Okay, Carrie Payton, who is the voice of Azrael, being the lead role. You pitched this to him and he loved it? Oh, that's awesome.
Has he done like live action roles?
Oh yeah, he was King Ezekiel in Walking Dead.
But I don't watch zombie crap.
Well, I get that, but he has played live action roles, yes. But he's mostly known for voice work.
Yeah, that's what I figured too. I mean, again, he's a remarkable actor, but I just don't remember he was ever. If I ever see him in live, he's done live action roles. I see that, but I just didn't know like to what extent. Only if it's an HBO show and he's constantly nude. I know, Andy. I have my positive attitude on the Flash season not being the last season. I mean, again, it's either next season or season 10 where it would end. Like because I also do think at some point the show has to end, and because I think it's there's a time and place for everything. Because there was a lot of. And do you need to get your flash drive? Sure, I need to get my flash drive. I'm saying yes to a lot of things tonight just because it's the 10th episode.
Looks like the second graphic novel was human in 3 episodes. Well, we're on the second graphic novel now. Are we? Yeah.
Yeah. And then there will be a third one.
Yeah, but he's saying the second graphic novel is only 3 episodes, but no, it's been more. Hadn't there been? Yeah. We've had more than 3. When did the graphic novel start? We had the interlude. When did the graphic novel actually start?
For this season, or when did they start in general?
He's saying this season. So
okay, so this graphic novel right now.
Oh, we meant the third. Okay, never mind.
This is the 6th graphic novel in the show. Mm-hmm. So then there's after The Blackest Night, there's going to be a few interlude episodes, and then we're doing the last batch of episodes of season 8 as the final graphic novel, the 7th graphic novel.
I don't think so. I think Golden Glider's not going to come back.
I think she's busy, but it would be fun if she came back.
She moved on to Gotham, guys. She was in Gotham for all. That's why she left the show. If Titans had the budget, would you want Titans to be more like Young Justice? No, because we already have Young Justice. We don't need Young Justice live action, and they wouldn't be able to do it because can you imagine if they tried to do a live action Young Justice? That would be ridiculous. It would never happen. There's no way they could do that.
Let's see. there was a lot of people being like, Andy, Snyder is not coming back. You need to accept that. They said about the Snyder Cut too, and look what happened.
Exactly, guys. There was for people because people would always comment saying, "Do you think Snyder Cut's going to come out?" Like, it's possible. Anything's possible. I mean, there's been weird shit announced for the past number of years that people thought would never occur. So, will Mia ever return? It's not looking likely now because of her show. Well, if it gets picked up, but
well, the only good the upside of it maybe even happening, of her coming back is because the show aired on the CW. Then it's a little easier, and I think maybe this one is going to film in Vancouver too. I think a lot of don't play it.
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
I had to play it just because you said no.
And Riverdale should have ended 3 seasons ago.
Don't we agree?
Over my dead body is this gonna happen?
I saw that comment. I'm like, huh? I don't like why. Oh, fake check. I can sadly confirm that Katie won't be back anytime soon if they ever do bring her back. Yeah, she's busy. She has other stuff she wants to do. So
good for her. Good for her.
She has a movie that just came out too.
And she's gonna be directing soon, I think. So there's Katie Cassidy is fine. She I will take Arrow season 4 sadly over Inhumans. Actually, you know what? Wait, Inhumans has Anson Mount, also a daddy. Also, it's only 8 episodes. Yeah, I could do it in Inhumans. It's fine. I can do Inhumans because I'd rather watch that than The Carpet is Arrow season 4. I still again thank you, Jake, for this. This was glorious.
Thank you. 803, yeah. Arrow season 8, episode 3 was her directorial debut. Yeah.
Let me just remember what he sounds like, because I could probably do it.
Oh God.
Let's see. Hold on. I'll be right back.
Oh boy, he's gone again, guys. It's my time to have fun. Oh God, what is he doing? Oh boy. Oh boy. How's everybody doing tonight? 10th episode of In This Multiverse. How crazy that is. My gosh. It's insane. Just seeing how people are responding to my interview today with Rob Paulsen. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, you know, it'll get up there over time. Make a clip of Ross. I should do that. I should. Possibly.
Okay, I think if you play a damn clip during what I'm about to do, okay, I will quit the show. Don't you dare, because I will cough again and I will get a heart attack. And I had to pull up quotes just so that I can actually do it. By full disclaimer, I ain't no voice actor, so like this is not me like trying to do an audition or something. Wakey, ladies and gentlemen, blue. Fools call me Goldface. That's because it's made of gold. It's mine to control, from your dental fillings to the 0.3 grams in gold in your cell phones. Don't even bother trying to phone a friend, because we knocked out the nearest cell phone tower. But if anyone does come calling, they'll find a couple of Central finest outside telling them there's a gas leak. If it's the famous Kristen Kramer, love you on the Citizen Tobia podcast. Very inspiring. Now, Captain, I'm guessing you want to play hero. Let my man Carver here show you what happens if anyone gets out of line. Now, you may all have noticed that you're sporting a new piece of jewelry. Well, since Captain Gimmick over here outed herself as a meta, I figured she might be not only one of you, but these bracelets, they just don't dampen powers. They also do this. You feel me now, Captain? My throat.
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
You have seriously leveled up.
You can send the checks and super chat. It's fine.
I think it's because I threw him off with earlier in the show.
Mm-hmm.
He had no idea that was coming because I didn't tell him I had those clips. I literally loaded them in when you started the first segment. I was like, "Oh, I forgot about these."
So
you
couldn't even. Wow. Okay. You couldn't even do it like beforehand. Like you like literally did it as like I was talking. So like you were distracted and
well, because the screen was up and it was obvious. So I was like, "Okay, scroll over here and add in."
You want me to do Amir Black? Oh, sorry. I should take off my gauntlet. Leave it on, girl. Daddy likes metal. Daddy likes the metal.
I wish I could use that clip, but it's like the music playing in the background. It might get caught because I want to play a full context of it.
I said no one see. Whatever you call it, there's an awful lot of gold in there, Flash.
This is a good point.
Seeing our next crisis.
Yeah, this photo.
Obviously, this particular comment didn't age too well.
Yeah, how do you like them apples?
I don't have the clip.
My life got better without you. You're dead weight. You were the biggest mistake I ever made. No, actually, hold on. That's actually the reverse. My life got better without you. You're dead weight. You were the biggest mistake I ever made. You always had this one really bad habit, breathing. You're nothing but a cheap bomb, Mr. T. I'd rather they Novak than you. That makes two of us. Your American accent sucks. So does yours. I'm from Connecticut. I went to jail. Big voice.
Drink some water. Do something. I honestly don't know. I don't know. Obi-Wan is going to take the priority because Obi-Wan drops the same day. The first two episodes does. So,
but Stranger Things, they drop part 1 on one Friday. Of course, you can do next. You can do reactions.
I could, but I don't know if I will. I don't know. Just depends. I don't know.
No, Justin, I'm not. Stop.
Me and the wife, we watched one episode of the show and we didn't continue it. We're like, it's okay.
Noah Bach.
What are you doing? Still making quotes?
No Bach. My throat. Like, I'm gonna.
There was another clip I was gonna play when you finished, but I thought I was gonna play something else. But I was like, I'm good. I don't want to do that to you.
No Bach.
Jeez Louise.
They just gotta fight. Honestly, Nova. That's what my favorite henchman. I mean, what do I always say?
What do I always say? Let's see how many likes we have.
You and I could have been gods.
We got 24 likes. Can we get to? Andy likes the.
Honestly, Novak.
Let's get to. I think we want to try to get to 40 likes.
Why does your Amethyst voice sound like Eggman? Because I can't. Okay, first of all, I can't do a female voice, but also I can't do a British accent. So you're trying to make me do both at the same time. So like, I can go lower if I'm gonna try to do the British accent. But if I don't do the British accent, then I can do the female voice. That sounds like Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell never said anything. Tinkerbell is quiet.
But I think let's try to get to 40 likes for our 10th episode, guys. Let's get to 40 likes on the stream. We haven't promoted much, but we should get to 40 likes. We should, if we can, guys. It's a big moment. We hit the double digits. Let's see if we can do it. 40 likes on the stream. Can we do it?
Oh, my voice is going to be dead tomorrow morning. My parents are going to be like, why are you so tired in your throat? I'm like, because I did voices again.
It's possible. I mean, it's canon, so I mean, it would be the same Grand Inquisitor, I would think.
Yeah, I thought isn't like I mean Star Wars isn't like that like one of the most interconnected universes of, like even
Oh yeah,
more so than
Rebels,
Marvel.
Clone Wars, it's all connected to the movies and the shows.
Like isn't even what's that the video games?
Some are. I know games like they'll specifically tell you if it's connected or not. Like Battlefront 2's campaign is connected to canon, but like Knights of the Old Republic, that's not canon. But I don't know.
Wait, hold on. Let me scene. Yes, Damian Wayne was a mistake.
I'm not sure what the noises you just made. I'm so confused.
It was laugh. Have you never seen a person like squee in laughter?
It felt like you were. I have no idea, dude. It felt weird.
I was laughing.
I don't know.
Breath. Oh my!
I don't know. Ooh, hot take.
Okay, you
That's
prefer Barry with a deadbeat love interest. Cool, good for you.
She got kicked off the show from a previous showrunner.
I'm not gonna comment on that. Your voice has seriously leveled up. Your voice. Can we just get Daniel Patmaker to just say, Annie, your voice has seriously leveled up? The free Disney Star Wars sequels? I don't want Arrow Season 4. I'd rather take a shit on that.
I don't want Arrow Season 4. That's a hard question.
That's not a hard question, Jordan.
Hard question.
It's not a hard question. No.
It is a hard question. Those movies get the more and more I'm like, man, they really fucked that up.
Are you fucking kidding me? You had to. I'm just gonna sit there and read instead.
I don't know what the hell's happening to this show, guys. This show has went off the rails so much. I have no idea what's happening. I don't know, guys. I don't even know.
Suit me up, Uncle Alfred.
You don't have an Uncle Alfred.
I don't anymore.
Wait, is this real? Did someone actually pass away?
You didn't know it? I didn't tell you?
No. No,
Oh.
are you fucking with me right now? Don't fuck with me. It comes this. Oh, like fuck you. I saw you.
I'm actually in the middle of. Well, actually, no. Probably like 1/3, probably through Attack of the Clones, because my goal was to go through 1 through 9, go through prequel, original, sequel. So I wanted to go all the way chronological. But yeah. Also, once again, guys, the goal is 40 likes on this stream because we are celebrating 10 episodes, guys. 10 episodes of Endless Multiverse.
Justin, you don't like when we do this?
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
You want to see it again?
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
Well, how about a third time charming?
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
Yeah, that's right.
This is Justin after you did that. Fuck! What the fuck? God damn it!
We're not gonna get in trouble with YouTube, right?
No, doesn't matter.
No, I was the one who got in trouble with YouTube today.
40 likes. Oh, yes, you
40
did.
likes.
You didn't do anything. 40 likes, guys. Get to 40 likes.
Can I mention what just
go for it. Go for it.
So my channel got. Can I say the DM word?
Yes.
My channel got demonetized today. Because they're claiming that I'm reusing that I'm reusing too much reusing too much content, which is all bullshit and lies. So if you want to give me a little gift today, if anything, go watch one of my old videos, get some of my watch hours up, and just leave some fun comment or something, because it would really help me. Because I'm flat out upset that like I'm being accused of this when it's like there's no proof. It doesn't make YouTube that claims that they have real people, real people going through it. Like I can even read the damn sentence that they said, and because this is just unbelievable. But they said that during a recent review, our team of policy specialists carefully looked over the video you've uploaded to your channel and remarked. Do you think they gave me any reason for why? Why? What? Any example? Any proof? Any evidence? Any receipts?
It just said It just says reused content, which is crazy because literally he got permission or it's his content.
Yeah,
literally.
And I've never had any appeal, any strike, or anything.
It's interviews.
Other people taking my stuff.
It's interviews he's done at Comic-Con and gameplay footage he's done streaming from PS5. It's not like he took if Andy here, which he wouldn't do this, if he was going around downloading people's videos and re-uploading them, acting like these are his videos, that's different. That's not what he's been doing. It's so weird. I was so confused reading it too. Like, this is real.
I thought I was being punked. So like, yeah, please, like my YouTube channel is in the video description. Go subscribe. Go watch some of my stuff. Like just watch like a minute or two at least or something. I have a fun Dingle video up there if that's something you want to watch. And so I have my Spider-Man No Way Home review. So like go watch it. So like, hopefully it will do something because I'm like, it took me over a year to get to 1,000 subscribers, which is. It's even difficult getting that. So because I used to be monetized in 2017. Then the new rule came in of like you have to have 1K subscribers to do it. So I had to like build up for years to get to that, and now they're already taking away from me. Like so, I would appreciate the support.
Yes. And also supporting the channel will also support us as well in terms of watching our Endless Multiverse episodes, super chatting when we're live. It all helps out. But ultimately, go to Andy's channel, subscribe, and watch his content because he has a lot of stuff up there. He's got interviews for the past number of years at Comic-Con from the Arrowverse cast. You can go listen to some interviews.
It's like my portfolio. It's like
it's all there.
And we never know if we will have Comic-Con interviews like that ever again. So. I'm gonna appeal it, of course. What are your feelings on how the Flash will end? I think Reverse Flash will be. Well, thank you, Jordan. I'm seeing your comment that you will appreciate it. Everyone, thank you for your kind words.
Thank you.
I think Eobard has to be involved in some capacity. But I think it's gonna be some sort of big speedster war somehow, like.
With multiple, I'm assuming like who would you want?
I mean, a war means there has to be multiple people, right?
I mean, like in regards to, are you talking old villains returning, or are you revolving around
a little bit of both? A little bit of both. I think that you can have like, you can find ways of having the old speakers come back in some capacity. Zoom could come back through time travel. Also because, listen, Teddy Sears is a very beautiful man. And like when he put that black leather suit on as Zoom, I'm like, like to me, please. But
it also makes sense because he's the guy who also got a time limit of himself to play Jake Garrick, to full Team Flash. So him traveling to the future would not be a big leap of, logic. He could do it.
I know they would never do this, but I would challenge this show to maybe find a way to do a new Savitar. Not with the Transformers suit, obviously, because fuck that. That was the most ridiculous. I mean, again, it looks expensive because it's also a real suit. Like, it does exist. But it's like, I don't need Michael Bay to come in and give the ideas on what they should look like. Because that looks like a Transformer.
I think they would do it too because, the timeline shifted. The reset of Crisis. They realistically could create a new Savitar. I mean, they had a version of Deathstorm on Earth too. That was there for like what, like not even half an episode with Robbie Amell. So literally, they could do like they're doing they're actually doing Deathstorm.
Can we just
So,
look at him first? Can we just look at him in silence?
Yes. It's okay.
Fuck, he's gorgeous.
It's insane how detailed it is. Like I honestly, when the flames were coming up and everything, and I'm watching and it cuts to Caitlin, and I'm like, let's see what happens here. And when it cuts back, I'm like, what's it gonna look like? Because I'm at this point, I'm like, it's Deathstorm. It's got to be the way like Ronnie's dead. His death gave me life, or I was born from his death.
Why you do the Gracie voice?
Because because I even made the joke. I sent you the clip from my reaction where literally they're in the forest. Is anybody there? And I'm like, Ronnie's in the distance. Gracie. It's just the voice, but it's just like when we actually see him, like I couldn't believe that they actually went comic accurate with Deathstorm. It's crazy. Then again, Eric, he's running the show, so of course Eric Wallace will go comic accurate. But it's just crazy how
that's like I wish people would also remember that this man loves comic. He wrote for comics. You know, Allegra Garcia is actually his character he created in the comics during his Titans run. So
thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The support means a lot. I love.
Yeah. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Did you like it? Yeah. I hear from people it's the best of the three, but that's not really saying too much in my opinion because they're okay movies. I mean, I found enjoyment out of them, but they're definitely not Harry Potter.
I'm still waiting for that Harry Potter TV show. By the way,
for HBO Max. That didn't they like announce?
Is it for HBO Max?
Well, yeah.
wait, because I know that there's I know the Harry Potter rights, like the streaming rights, are with Universal for whatever reason. But hold on, let me.
But I mean, in terms of that, like so here's the thing: they had announced years ago. I think back when they announced House of the Dragon, the HBO Max show, of course, Game of Thrones prequel thing. There was like things about wanting to do shows based in DC with the Wizarding World. That includes Harry Potter's world, of course. It's like at that point, okay.
Oh shit! It was HBO Max. Okay, because I remember there was a report about it.
But it was a long time ago. That's the issue. It was so long ago. And my thing is,
this was January 25th, 2021.
Well, there was something before too where they had.
Okay.
I think it was before. Well, no, HBO Max came out 2020 or 2021? When was that released? 2021, I think. It might have been 2021. It actually might have been before.
When what happened?
Well, I remember specifically there was some big like thing. It wasn't publicized, even though information was coming out from it, but there was some sort of Warner Brothers thing or something where they were announcing stuff for HBO and the upcoming HBO Max series. I think
this was when Green Lantern was announced.
Yeah, and I remember that because I was still working at the office when this all went down. And I believe at that same thing, they had announced they were going to be developing shows within, of course, DC's world, the DC Universe world, and Wizarding World, which is implying something involving the Harry Potter franchise. But that was so long ago. I'm like, where has the information gone? Because they're still making Fantastic Beasts. So it's not like they're not working with the creatives and J.K. Rowling in terms of creating more stuff within the world of Harry Potter. So why haven't they announced any movement? And I'm not saying they need to bring back, the cast of Harry Potter and do a TV show. But why haven't they announced something on HBO Max? Because that would bring in a lot of people to watch HBO Max. If they had
what I figured? You know what I figured after the anniversary special? I figured that because that did numbers for them. So I'm like, wouldn't you want to capitalize on that? So like, I would love. What Harry Potter show I would love? Wait, what's happening?
My wife is sleeping.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we're good. We're good to keep going.
But no,
yeah.
I would want a Marauders TV show, like a Marauders TV prequel with the four dudes.
Oh, there you go. I
But
mean,
who do you like? Who do you cast as?
I'm not sure. My thinking was, and honestly, I know that they're doing a game, the Hogwarts Legacy. I would love a game set, or not a game, a show set in earlier before Harry Potter, like Harry shows up. Maybe even a show revolving around James and Lily Potter, because we've seen some of those we heard about it in the books, and then we
You know
saw
what the
some of
problem?
that in the movies. I feel like they could do that.
You know what the problem is, though, because this is the problem. This is why I would rather go Marauders, because the thing is, James is a despicable. It's a despicable character. So, like, let's say if we like, then we say Marauder is it that way, you don't have to live with the burden of it, like him being half the show, but he's one form of the show. But you should still have Lily. You should, you know, there's a great fan movie on YouTube. I don't know, it's called Marauder something. That is kind of like, it gives a good pitch of what that could look like. Like you still have the four dudes, but you also have the relation with Lily, the friendship between Snape and Lily. Which, I mean, good Lord, who would you cast as a young Snape? I mean, I believe it can be done, but it's like,
and that's a good point too. They could have a young Snape and really dive into more of that. Thank you for the super chat, Jennifer. I did not get my Blu-ray. Eventually I'll get my Blu-ray for No Way Home.
yeah, I'm waiting for. What I'm doing. I'm actually waiting for a good deal on when they release all 9 movies, 8 movies as like a master pack or something, because we know it's obviously going to happen.
Because they've already released versions with the 8. Like they've already done that. So yeah, they're going to do a full release. Okay, so
Thank you for the super chat.
Thank you, sir. I liked it, but don't think we'll see Ezra in Fantastic Four. And I thought that Potter TV show report was false. I wanted Marauders. Well, I mean, it wasn't a report. It wasn't fake because, well, I mean, if you're talking about like a Harry Potter, like the cast from Harry Potter returning for a TV show, that is just rumor. But
that's
But the thing
I can post in the chat. I can post in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah, the thing we were talking about is the announcement from a Warner Brothers HBO announcement thing,
and this that I just posted in the chat.
Yeah.
This was January 2021 last year.
Yeah, there you go.
But yeah, a Marauders TV show with James Potter, like, yeah, that's what I would do. And I think is that because, you know, the thing is, I want to know, because again, if we know he's a dude, but I want to know like a little more, why did he never change that much? So, like, what was it about James that Lily saw was worth loving? You know what I mean? Like, why did she love him so much?
And that's a good question, and they could explore that if they wanted to, you know.
Ooh, this is a good question.
Sorry. I mean, you could. I mean, only like. Should I say this? Okay, watch it on my channel. Don't watch it somewhere else.
There's only one place to watch it.
There's only one place to watch it. The other place doesn't exist.
This is a good question. Ooh.
Stargirl season 1.
Here's why. Here's why. I actually had issues with Superman at the beginning of the season, season 1. I think it had issues starting out. It got so much better as we got forward in the season, but Stargirl, from the get-go, like, I was hooked by that first pilot, and I kept rewatching it, and again, it's like, for me, the first couple episodes of Loaded, it took me a little while. So, and it's not because I'm a Snyderverse, you know, whatever. I love all Superman except Dean Cain. But the point being is that Stargirl, like, for me, like I kept wanting, I was burning for those screen, you know, every week when I was getting, you know, when they were airing on CW, like I was there, like it was like constantly, like, just wanted to see more and more and more. So, that's how I feel. How do you feel? What would you pick?
I personally, I would say Stargirl season 1 slightly because of the fact that like we didn't know these characters until their show. Like Superman and Lois, we had known a sense of them. Obviously, Crisis changed their whole history, but I really liked how they developed Stargirl season 1, especially with the Injustice Society, like especially that opening sequence where the JSA versus Injustice Society. It was so good.
Oh, it was sick.
It was so good.
All that scene really needed was just a little lightning.
Anthony, here we got super chats. We'll get to them in 1 second. Kyle Rayner in Titans. I don't know if we're gonna see a Green Lantern in Titans. I don't know.
I understand why you're asking, Anthony, because I know Kyle Rayner was part of the Titans in the comics. So I think if anything, we could see like just him as a human from an episode. Maybe he's just a good friend of Dick.
This be interesting.
This is another good idea. Like because Sirius is one of my favorite characters in the whole franchise, and I think because I would like seeing Bellatrix. Like what the hell goes up?
There you go. That's a good point. Bellatrix.
Bellatrix is like me if I was evil.
Like, the thing is, too, there's so many ideas you could pull. Because the thing is, the beauty of the books and the films is that there's a lot of interesting characters, and there's a lot of things you could do with establishing them more. And what I really felt was a thing, and I understand it just because of time-wise for the films, we didn't really learn a lot about Draco's mom. It was mostly just his dad, and I'm just saying, like, I'm not saying do a prequel series with Draco's parents, but like, it's like one of those things to where there's like you said Bellatrix. I didn't even think about that, but as soon as you said, I'm like, oh, that'd be interesting to see her downfall, where she completely goes crazy. Like, what caused it, and what made her completely like just latch on to Voldemort? What caused the turn? Because I don't believe that Bellatrix Lestrange immediately was just like Voldemort. Yeah, like there had to be something.
Had to be a breaking point. So I completely agree. Good question. Good question. Let's get a super chat. Thank you, Jennifer, so much. There's so many characters.
I'll say this: we didn't see them a lot, but I'm guessing animated film. I'm guessing, or no? Because are we saying it's tied to jail? Like it's tied in that universe, like an animated movie?
Yeah, I will. I'm gonna keep an eye on the chat and see if she says something.
Okay. I will say, even though we have the Stargirl show, I really liked the Stargirl and like the Stargirl we got in Justice League Unlimited. But then again, they introduced so many characters within it. Like it was crazy how Justice League went from 7 members to now we have potentially up to 100. Like there was that one shot in the like when Justice League Unlimited first like had, I think his first episode, they had that huge thing in the Watchtower, so many characters. I'm like, holy crap. And like it fundamentally changed that world because it went from Batman having his own show, Superman, and then now we have the Justice League, and now we have unlimited. Literally, look at all these characters. Look at how many characters are popping up. I really wish they would have maybe. Oh, we got 36 likes. Awesome. Okay, we're getting close. What would you say, sir, for a film?
Green and a Black Canary from Justice League Unlimited.
That I should have said that. That was a good because that dynamic is great. They nailed it. They nailed it.
Yeah. Mark, you're gonna learn a thing or two about that. Let's see. Did we have another super chat?
Yeah, we have a couple. Thank you, Jennifer, just for the $1. Thank you.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Ultimate TV show, Founders of Hogwarts with Merlin.
Is Merlin within the world of Harry Potter?
Yeah,
is he? Or is that like a myth thing that's within the world of Harry Potter? Because what I think maybe they're trying to establish, or maybe they thought of us like I can't speak for J.K. Rowling, but like maybe the 4 founders of the houses at Hogwarts is maybe the myth of what like Merlin is. Because I mean, literally, they were the originators of the 4 houses of the best school.
Merlin does exist. They say in the comments.
Okay, Merlin does exist. Okay, that would be pretty crazy to see Merlin in the world of Harry Potter. But then again, it would probably establish a lot in terms of what magic is.
I know someone has asked me a couple of times if we watch Merlin. I do watch Merlin on Netflix. I actually just started Merlin a couple months ago. I'm still on season 1 because I've just been busy with other things. But it's a great show. I mean, also it gets bonus from me because 1, it has the Queen, Katie McGraw in it. 2, Arthur is hot. But 3, the producers of the show actually use Small as a template for Merlin.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, listen, if you're so small with some love, then we good. We Gucci fam.
Merlin is one of the shows that was recommended quite a bit from people, and it was actually been on a couple of polls for shows to replace other shows at a certain point for the channel. It never won, but it has been up there in terms of shows people have recommended over the years.
I mean, we could maybe we could do something.
Yeah.
With Merlin.
Thank you for another $1 super chat. Just sending a thank you. Thank you for the support.
Thank you. We have another one from Jennifer. Jennifer, goodness gracious.
Thank you. Thank you.
Was there an Iron Man animated show?
I think we had this question last week, didn't we?
No. This was about Cap.
Oh, Cap. No, I think it was Iron Man because it was about if we cancel Iron Man, there's no MCU, or the MCU is very different. And if there's no Batman animated series, I don't think there is a animated series because Iron Man, like the Hulk came right after Iron Man. So if Iron Man never happened, it would be the Hulk starting the MCU. If Batman the animated series didn't happen, I don't think there would be a cinematic connection because Batman the animated series ran for a couple of seasons before Superman even showed up.
Like I would say I would rather have Batman animated series canceled in that case.
I mean, that's a hard question. It's MCU worthy, but I get the point. I just love both for different reasons. Because I mean, it was Kevin Conroy's Batman, but I mean that'd be really tough.
Yeah, it's I know.
That's a good question though.
Hold on, Jordan, not you, Jordan, Dr. Jordan.
Oh, okay.
You think I just today woke up and started using? I've been using slang for years. I'm gonna be. Oh,
he's one of the chocolate frogs. I didn't know that.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. Do they sell chocolate frogs? Like I know they sell them, but do they sell them?
I used to buy them.
Oh, really?
Everywhere. I used to buy like whenever I could.
I think they probably still sell them at.
And I used to have the cards, and I don't know where the fuck they are. But like, if my mother threw them out, I'm gonna get so hella mad at her. I'm like, you know how much money they would have been worth today. But Jordan, I've been using slang forever. I'm gonna be the weird 50-year-old going like, we Gucci, we 5x5 when I'm 50. So, but 40 likes.
Can we get the 40 likes on the stream, guys? That's the goal for our 10th episode of In This Multiverse.
Another super chat. It was no Evans or no. Can you wait, Jennifer? I didn't think this was a typo. Can you just rewrite it again one more time?
Yeah. You don't have to send a super chat again to rewrite it. But we want to because we get the Evans, but what's I think he said Amel. Stephen Amell.
Amell, okay.
Maybe, okay.
No, I mean, I think if it's between Stephen Amell and Chris Evans, I mean, Daddy Captain, I mean, listen. Okay, listen, I will give someone a special shout out if someone can just go back and count how many times I say daddy in this episode, and you will get a shout out next week on the show.
There you go.
I know what's going on with me today.
This is look, everything's off the rails. This episode has just been crazy. But this is a good point too. It's hard comparing because a lot of the things, like there's certain things that are very close connected that are easy to compare. But in terms of like apples to oranges, I mean, there's certain things like it's really hard to. What happened?
Jake, you have a golden snitch and an elder one and a Tri-Wizard cup.
Where's this at? Oh.
My.
He said 3 times you said daddy. Is that correct?
I have said daddy way more times in this episode than 3 times.
Thank you for another $1. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Make sure the Wizard Cup is a Jake's Jake. This is a good question from Jordan Ken. Which Ken brother do you like more, Jordan or Jonathan? For me, it's Jordan. I mean, listen, Jonathan has been a mess this season, and I've always been a bigger Jordan fan because I think because when I was growing up, like back in my days, we never had characters like Jordan in that way, where like, they get to have powers, and also that where like they could also address social 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 issues, including mental health. Like back in my time, again, I sound like I'm like 50 years old, which I am, but back in those days there was no space for social anxiety or panic attacks because executives and and TV people probably thought that's not cool, that's not relatable, but it actually really is. It's actually really impactful. So Jordan for me, and like I think Jordan's been having a phenomenal storyline this season. So I'm loving it all. Jonathan, I mean, if he were to ever get killed up, I wouldn't necessarily cry, but I'm hoping they fix his character at some point. Who's your favorite Ken character?
It's honestly still Jordan. I've always felt like Jordan is the underdog because Jonathan, I was like, he was the football star or whatever. But I feel like they've given a lot more, like, because Jordan he's had to go through a lot more, and the fact that he has powers and everything, it just really adds to the difficulty of being him, and he's handling it pretty well. I mean, this is the guy literally where they were setting him up in the beginning of the show that he can't handle like certain situations well. Like he's very emotional, and at any point he will explode. So the fact that he handled the breakup as well as he did is really showing how far he's come, because literally that kid in season 1 would, and if he had his powers and he wasn't in control, he would have killed somebody, not on purpose, but he probably would have exploded, heat vision. He could have killed Sarah. So, I mean, he really has grown, and I know it's ridiculous, but I think the training from Grandpa has really helped too, because he's learned to control it. But I mean, also he's just grown as a person as a whole. Like he's been through a lot, and of course he's been there with his father. Of course, we saw in season 1 where he was taken control of by his uncle. So he's been through a lot, but he somehow
I love Talro so much.
He's so crazy. Thank you, and thank you for super chat. But Fake Jake, I think he's doing better. I mean, from what I'm understanding,
Jake, are you still here?
I think he's still here. He said he went to Universal and he got those 10 years ago. That's crazy, dude. I remember when I was in Universal last, there was a big candy shop in the Hogwarts area, and it was packed. Like there was no way I can get in there. I'm like, I'm not even.
I've never been to Universal.
You should go. Oh,
if I ever come to your state, we should go.
Fuck, Jake.
That means you haven't known the triumphs and defeats, the epic highs and lows of high school football, but you will.
But you will. But you will.
What's so dumb is that's Slade's son from Arrow.
Oh, it is. Yeah. Oh God, I didn't even think about that, but that is.
Let's talk about this for a second. Let's bring this up because it's also stupid. Thank you so much. I'm not gonna call you daddy, but I guess I did now. And here's the thing. The mom was not bullying John, though. I understand that she was like and I'm talking now as if I've ever had children myself, as if I'm also a mother. But like, imagine that your oldest is in their senior year, and it's gonna be their final time. Because even though I think football is sometimes played up a little too much in certain TV shows. I mean, Friday Night is a great example that does it really well of how to portray. But imagine you have your oldest in their final year of high school, and football means so much to them, and then the whole season gets canceled because one kid decided it was worth taking drugs to play and then risk everyone else. He did not think of the consequences for himself and the other teammates, and that's not what you do on the team. So yeah, I don't think it was immature. I think that if any, I don't think she should have yelled at him, but also I understand her anger, because it's like she's now having to see her son be upset, be hurt, be feeling pain, and not getting to do the thing he loved in his final year of high school. Like, I wish there were things I had done in my final year of high school that I could have done, but I didn't. So I understand that he had the opportunity, but because of the decision of another student, everyone now got punished. Even the coach was even saying something about it too. And honestly, I think Lois should honestly say to Jonathan, you shouldn't come. He is a pariah right now, and I completely understand that. And the thing is, this is why I'm so annoyed with the show. what are they actually doing for him to learn his lessons? He's not doing. He's working at a store as because got kicked out of school. That's not punishment for me. That doesn't feel like that the character is growing. And he listen also, Candace, you need to be done. You need Lois should have kicked you out of the house and be like, girl, you ain't seeing my son anymore.
Especially with like how he like kept her name hidden in terms of like he would just like, I'll do anything
for 3 weeks at least.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I am disgusted. So
that's great, man. I mean, you're still digging stuff. At least you can. I mean, that's good.
Have you? I mean, maybe I shouldn't ask on air, but I mean, if the headaches are getting worse, do you please go check with a doctor?
Oh yeah, of course. I feel like he would do that. I mean, Fake Jake seems like he's a smart boy. I met him. He was at the Metallica show that I was at back in 2021. He met up. It was really cool.
Oh, goodness gracious! Someone said I'm right. That's
what?
He agreed. Couldn't even let me have a moment.
I messed up. Oh, okay. He's got a follow-up scheduled.
Okay.
I mean, but you are correct about it, and I wanted to add a point because I understand why the show addressed it. Because honestly, for a second, I forgot that all went down because like there was so much going on with the show. But the fact that they addressed it to where like, why are you showing your face around here? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, well, you gotta understand, there's more going on in this town than what happened. And plus, that other kid was taking it before Jonathan. Jonathan still screwed up. He made a lot of bad mistakes. But it's a whole thing to where it's like, at some point, the town is gonna, like, I just wish Jonathan wouldn't have made the decision he made in terms of protecting her. Because I honestly don't know how true it is that she was forced to sell the drugs or else. Like, I don't even know because we really don't even know anything about her. Like he just believed whatever she told him. So I don't even know if what she actually said, because her thing is, if I didn't sell drugs, me and my dad were getting kicked out of the house. Like, is that true?
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing. It's like maybe it's just a sign of the actress or something. Because I didn't believe if it was my dad, like I would have been like shaking and crying, like completely destroyed. But she just seemed like I don't know. Yeah, we should when it's a little safer. Of course, I will start traveling again.
Eventually, at some point, me and Andy have to meet in person. Eventually.
Could you imagine if we go for our entire lifetime and we never meet? That would be the bitchiest thing ever.
We were supposed to meet at Comic-Con and it got canceled. Remember?
Why don't we? I don't think we had connected yet.
Well,
but that would have been fun.
We started talking before Comic-Con would have happened. It already had gotten canceled, but we started talking more before the thing. And then if it was confirmed and happening, we would have met up because we started talking before Comic-Con even took place, if it was to take place.
Is it just? Oh, sorry. Thank you so much. Arkham Asylum, because I think the Spider-Man games are a little easier to get into. So this is just a preference, I guess.
I mean, for me, it's like killing one of my children. I love both franchises. I love
one of my children.
Look, Arkham Knight has its issues, but I love what they did with the trilogy. Arkham Origins is underrated. Spider-Man PS4 is one of the best Spider-Man games ever made. Miles Morales, I wish it was a longer story, but ultimately I love the hell out of that game. And I love the fact that they actually gave Miles his own game. I love that.
Yeah,
and the fact too, they relied a little bit on Peter to help, but ultimately Peter was gone for the majority of it. So really, it literally was Miles's game. He was in it for a little bit, but ultimately it was Miles's game, because they could have easily but the thing is too, Spider-Man 2 is both of them. Like, it's going to be both of them. Like, that's great.
As far as we know, it could be more. What if there's I think there's a chance they're introducing a major third player
Who do you suspect?
I would suspect it's Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, I can see that because Gwen has not been introduced yet. We've only seen MJ. We've not been introduced to any like. There's been some people, of course, been introduced to in the world of Peter Parker and Miles, but we haven't been introduced to Gwen. And you would think Gwen would have been referenced at some point, but maybe there's a reason why. And also, too, it's like, we have a whole thing going on with Harry. We kind of have an idea what that's all about.
Oh,
But
if they don't finish, if they don't give us a follow on that in the sequel,
they have
I'm gonna scream. Oh my God, Jordan, this is so
Thank you,
extreme. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you.
So would you want Clark Rowe in the sun? Would that be punishment you would prefer?
Yeah.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying. Okay,
Throw him.
I'm not. That's not. Y'all, come on. Another super chat. Thank you. Yeah, it's a little stronger stream. I think we're gonna.
We're here in. I think we'd say we're at 210 now. Let's say 230. Or what are you thinking?
I am starting to get a little tired, but if people give us a reason to be around, it's Friday night. I guess we can.
We're still here. And we're also celebrating the 10th episode. And literally, what's also helping is my wife, the ghost. Someone commented, "Ghost can sleep." If she was still awake, I'd be like, kind of pushing it. But then again, she said too, "What's your 10th episode?" And then I kind of figured she'd go to sleep because earlier today she's like, "My head hurts." I'm like, she's gonna pass out, and she did because she laid down on the couch to start watching her iPad. I'm like, she's laying down. It's over. Just give it 10 minutes, and she was out. We'll try to go. Thing is, what we've discussed, and I think we hit 40 likes. Did we hit 40 likes? I believe we hit over 40 likes at this point. People were commenting saying
44.
44. Thank you guys so much for hitting our goal. We've always discussed that, depending on how you guys are commenting in the chat and of course super chats.
How about if I can just get if I can just go away for 5 minutes, just get a little snack, and I can come and I can do to 11:30.
Okay, yeah. If you want to go,
I'm getting a little hungry. That's why I was like.
So I'll go full screen for a couple minutes, and when you come back and I see you, then I'll bring you back in.
Cool.
Okay, guys. So I'll be soloing for a little bit until he comes back, and I'll check on that, guys. It's been a crazy week. The news, of course, with the whole thing of Warner Brothers, that was a big thing. And the news today about Wonder Twins. We want to thank all of you guys for supporting the show. And we thank you guys for being here each week. We really do. And I know it's kind of weird. My camera's over here and I'm looking here, but I'm staring at myself, but I'm looking at the chat. I want to thank all of you for being here. Triple X, we will be doing that. We're thinking maybe summer when the shows kind of go on break. But yeah, we already have the thumbnail. Actually, I'll tease the thumbnail because this is the thumbnail that I created for the retrospective when we get to it. I think it's a really nice picture. See if I can yeah, there you go. Better. Yeah. It's kind of hard. I know the glare or whatever, but it's good quality. But it's Gotham retrospective. It's going to be a true retrospective of the Gotham show. We have an Arrowverse show at some point down the road planned where we're going to be covering all Arrowverse content. It's going to be covering the entirety of the Arrowverse in terms of big moments, particular shows, and just overall, it's going to be literally focused on Arrowverse. And that'll be at some point as well. But right now, of course, our shows are generally just focusing on the topics each week and answering your guys' questions. But yeah. We heard about the Gotham Knights stuff. I think we're going to start covering more Gotham Knights filming if we start seeing more set photos of like cast members or whatever, or people in costumes if there is costumes for these characters, or casting announcements. But we'll see. They're shooting it right now. Awesome. That's great. You saw Cobra Kai. Cobra Kai is a fantastic show. So good. Anybody asking, Andy will be back. He's been gone for a few minutes. He's going to go take a little break. He's getting a snack. And we'll be continuing until 2:30, 2 hours and 30 minutes. And we're at 2:13 right now. So it's 11:14 my time. At 11:30 is when we're going to start wrapping up. So we made this bigger show. He's just taking a small break right now. Yeah, so we literally covered that as a topic for today's show. KJ Appa, as along with Isabel May, I believe her name is, from 1883, which is a spinoff from Yellowstone on Paramount Plus. Me and the ghost, my wife, we watched 1883 in 3 days, and it was so good. And she was the lead in that show, and she's on Wonder Twins with KJ. So that's interesting. Let's see here.
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
Also, notice too, I'm gonna play it again. Look right behind her head. You see the woman's hand move or whatever. Look behind her head now.
Wow, you have seriously leveled up.
She's like elbow up, and then she goes down. Hello.
I seriously came back to just heard that clip playing.
No. I played the clip, and I played it again because I was pointing out the person behind Daniel when she was doing that scene. Because some woman had her arm up on a table, and then she like lowered it down when she said it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I am, guys. The reason I had to go away for so, because I have diabetes, I have to think about my blood sugar. So, and I was getting hungry. That's why I was like, I think that's why I've been like kind of like throughout throughout the hour and so on. So it's
See, he posted this after you left. I wanted to save it. Black Cat returning, and I think that will happen. I think she will come back because the fact
they
that
made a
she
whole DLC about her.
Yeah, and it's kind of crazy how they waited to do it until DLC in terms of introducing her. Because I really thought when the game came out, like, oh, we're gonna see a Black Cat. Like maybe Black Cat's gonna be teased. We're gonna see her, and then they wait till DLC, which is fine because it was great DLC, but still.
And he likes naps. And he does like naps.
Yes, I responded because someone said that my beanie. Seriously, I had 3 beanie choices. I had this. I think it was I had this option, another Batman beanie, and then I had the Flash because we were talking about Flash. And then everyone, of course, the ghost. My wife was like, Jack, where Jack Skellington? I'm like, everyone's gonna say Jack.
Oh, another super chat.
First of all, thank you, Triple X.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for being here. I've noticed. I think you've been in almost every show, or
I think you've been in every episode. I am very confident.
Yeah, you did see the ghost. The ghost is real. The ghost is real. Oh, sorry. I was playing it earlier when we were on the phone. But probably not. I'm just going through it at my own pace. Literally, I'll have a spark of like, ooh, I'm ready to play it for like 30 minutes or an hour, and then I just stop. So I feel like, and it's so random that I have the feeling, oh, I want to play it because it's not like a game I'm like binging like Elden Ring. So I feel like it would just be so sporadic. And there's a lot of times I'm just running around and looking at stuff and not following the main story. Like I'm finding it off. Like when I was talking to you, dude, it tells me on the Camino map for episode 2 of Attack of the Clones to follow into Camino, to follow into the clones. Every single time I'd find another hallway that's not the right direction, I would just run down the hallway and see what's down there, and I would find stuff. So like I feel like that'd be just boring.
Thank you for your final super, but thank you so much for sticking around. And good night, and have a good Saturday tomorrow at work.
Yes. Have a great weekend, and thank you for supporting and being here. And hopefully, we'll see you on episode 11 next week. Thank you for being here and supporting. Sure.
There's a playlist. That's the playlist.
And this multiverse is going to continue until I don't know. Until we both fall dead. I don't know. And this multiverse could literally go on forever because there's always stuff to talk about. And plus, and I showed them, even though I was holding up the phone, I was showing the Gotham retrospective thumbnail because someone commented saying, I can't wait for the Gotham video. I'm like,
oh
yeah. Got the thumbnail. I mentioned the Arrowverse thing. Like we have plans of offshoot episodes that will be episodes, but they are going to be focused entirely on individual topics or shows. And there's always news. Like even if there's a slow news week, was it last week we had a slow news week or something? Like literally slow news week.
Well, look what happened today and yesterday.
Yeah. But literally, because before that, because usually by Wednesday we have some topics, and sometimes when we get to Wednesday, there's not a lot to go off of. But there's always stuff to talk about. So it's all good.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. Because we have about, I think we can do. Yeah, let's do to 11:30. But let's if you can remove the question for 1 second, we're gonna do. Here's what we're gonna do because I think we can do this, guys.
Okay.
50 likes. We're at
Can we get to
45
50 likes?
Let's get to 50 likes, and I will do another gold phase reading before I go to bed.
And if we get 50 likes, we'll also do it in this multiverse dance. We'll do another
Oh,
dance.
yeah.
We did that dance excessively for Fake Jake's $50 super chat.
Yeah.
So if we hit 50 likes, we'll do it again. And I think in general, if we ever get a super chat over a certain level, we should just do the dance. I feel like.
By the way, should we do like a quick hair progression for me? Like, see how it's because it's.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's coming in. It was already coming in like a few days afterwards too, but like, yeah, it's definitely coming in.
But I wonder, like, if I'm thinking of shaving it again. Actually,
Okay, you've because someone even commented saying you should just keep your hair short.
Really?
Someone said that. Yeah, someone said that. I mean,
but we will dance.
That's a good point. It'll end when someone pulls me away from the desk, which will be my wife at some point. But yes, can we get to 50 likes, guys? If we can get to 50 likes, that'll be the way to go.
It's growing bad. What am I supposed to do? I can't control it. It's not be like, hey, you, don't you dare grow out. Hey, Gracie, don't grow out. I call my hair Gracie. That would be disgusting. If I get if we get a good super chat, I will say that sentence as me. I will canonize me saying that.
Let's see if we get to 50 likes. Can we do it?
How many? Let's see. We're at 46 now.
46. Okay. Let's get to 50 likes. Because
I'm gonna admit this. I could never get into Breaking Bad, honestly. I love Bryan Cranston. And I do not know why that show is just like. I watched like the first episode. I'm just like, okay, let's just see how the second one is. And I'm just like, I am so not vibing with this show, so I don't watch Better Call Saul either.
Yeah, I had the Ghost watch the first episode of Breaking Bad, and she just could get into it, and I understand because there's some parts of Breaking Bad that it's slow, but man, once you get into it, I mean, nah, it's okay, man.
You can do it. I mean, you could do another one.
Fake Jake, you don't have to, man.
I'm kidding.
We really appreciate. Also, I just appreciate Fake Jake, you in general, because you've been supporting the channel for years, and the fact that you weren't some creepy guy that walked with me at the Metallica show, because it could have been weird. Like, okay. Because you just never know who you're going to meet. I mean, literally, there was a guy, because the second guy I took a picture with at the show, I'm saying her name, the Ghost, Shelby, it's her name. But the Ghost, we were coming out of the arena, and this guy, we're trying to find, because we left out the wrong door, so we have no idea where we are. We're circling around trying to find this guy. Randomly just walks up, hey, Chainsaw. I'm like, oh, hi. He was nice, but like it scared me. I'm like, because we're out in the street.
Is it also like one of those things where it's like, oh wait, I don't really usually get referred to as Chainsaw on the street,
Well, that, but also it's like when I met Fake Jake and I met another guy, and another guy recognized me when I was meeting. I think it was Fake Jake or another guy that recognized me inside the venue. It was different because at least me and Fake Jake were private messaging on Twitter to figure out what time to meet up somewhere. This was after the show. We're out on the street, and I know the guy came from the show, but like all of a sudden he turned around and then just beelined and said, Chainsaw. I'm like, oh, hi. Because we came out the wrong door. The goal was for us to leave out the same door we came in, so we knew where to go to the car, because we were far away from the arena to get our car parked. And it was kind of nerve-wracking because everybody's doing the same thing. They all went out the wrong door, and they're all like, where the hell do we go? Like and they're trying to GPS, and there's no way to really figure it out. It's really confusing. So we just walked around the whole arena until we finally found the entrance, and then we figured out where to go. It was tedious.
Jordan, listen, I mean, this is not gonna work. You can't, like, because the thing is, like, my head is gonna get higher. Like, if I just let my hair, oh my god,
can you imagine?
No.
Each week it just slowly rises up over time.
Do you think Deathstroke can be one of the best villains on the Flash?
47 guys.
Can be one of the best villains on the Flash, and can you play the crazy clip? We will play the crazy clip at the end. But I think right now it seems like Deathstroke is like on a really good track. That I am like, just look at him. He's so beautiful. I could kiss him. If real, I would actually kiss him. Like I really would.
I hope you will be.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you
You're
so much.
and Andy is my kind of people in a few ways. Oh, thank you. I hope.
Well, we're sorry that you're half asleep, but thank you for watching the show. Thank you.
Yeah, we're almost done, Miata. So you're
We're
not.
almost done.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you do for us 5 more minutes. But
I agree.
oh no, we're back. Andy Schaefer again. I don't know why people are like just like because there's half people in my life who are going like we love when you grow out your hair, but then there are people like shave it. But Annie, you would burn or freeze if you do that. That's the ironic. Yeah, that's what would happen. Yeah, where I see 48 likes. Come on, guys, 2 more likes. Come on, we can do it.
Can we do it? 50 likes, guys. Come on.
What was it a reference to, by the way?
What, can we do it?
Yeah.
Sometimes I reference stuff and I don't remember. That's the honest truth.
That's scary.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the lead guy from Cage of the Elephant. He wasn't. No, that guy was just over the top. That guy was weird. Weird as shit. Like literally fucking weird.
Just do it. Yeah. Oh, good lord.
50 likes,
51,
guys.
51. Okay. All right. I will
get it.
Yep. Okay. All right. Hold on. Okay. The dance. Okay. Hands up.
Endless multiverse. Endless multiverse. Endless multiverse. Endless multiverse.
Endless multiverse. Okay.
50 likes. Holy crap.
And I can do another gold phase minute reading. So this is from Love is the Battlefield.
When you finish, I'm going to play the Smiling Berry clip because that's going to be his response.
Okay.
Because Jake says we haven't played it yet.
Okay. Now, where were we? I was about to tell you when I told you I like your dog. I lie. I'm a cat person. The mud mask you use this night smells rank. Real mud smells better.
Oh my god.
That's the writer who wrote this episode. I love this episode so much.
So Barry, what do you think? He loves it. He loves it.
Ladies and gentlemen, endless multiverse, endless multiverse, endless velocity will soon be mine. No, wait, it's
Thank you, Godspeed.
Velocity will soon be mine. Something like that.
I mean, is that a long intro villain monologue?
Yes.
Okay, I can't do that. It's too long.
Maybe on the next episode. All right, hold on. Was I supposed to say something at 50 likes? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. And he likes the metal. That's gonna be gifts and just share, and like they're gonna be like.
Oh my gosh.
Ladies and gentlemen,
50 likes. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for this entire episode, you guys. It's been fun.
Thank you.
It was a very long week, I think, for both of us for sure. So this was a lot of fun. Thank you all for all the questions, all the super chats, and next week, I might be busy on the night, so maybe we start later or we push back. I will let you guys know. I saw my calendar while I was having my snack. I'm like, oh shoot, I'm supposed to work something out for next week. So maybe
it's a good clip.
Oh, thank you, Jake. But that was a really great idea. Like honestly, I would love to see it. Like especially that could almost kind of be like DC's Moon Knight in a way. But I just wanted to take the opportunity to say, because I know for me, I'm new to a lot of you guys. I know I came on Jordan's stream streams last year a lot and so on. And you guys, again, I don't do YouTube that often, so the fact that to be on like a regular platform and like be able to engage with you guys and come together and just be appreciated and be welcomed into into this the Chainsaw fandom is great. And now to get to do a show on this on your channel, we're doing this together and we do this every night where we can talk about anything we want. I appreciate the welcome you guys have given me, and that because I could for all you would be like, who's this weirdo? Why is he here? Like, why are we putting up with another? Like, where's the ghost? Like, where's Gracie? So, thank you for I get big thanks for Jordan, but of course, thanks to you guys as well. And we're just getting started. So that's all I wanted to say before I go to bed.
We're going to be here for 10 more, way more than 10 more episodes. We have a lot more to do. And we have those, like, not one-off episodes, but episodes where it's going to be retrospectives to, like, Gotham and Arrowverse. We're going to have those. No. And eventually we're going to have guests. Eventually we're going to have maybe if we get this big, interviews live on the show. You never know. We might have something. You never know.
That is.
Yeah, there you go. And to end off, we will pull up this last thing here because Jordan Kent has figured it out. Gracie is the big bad for Endless Multiverse.
And broken embargo.
Yep, broken embargo. And so, and with that, we will play this one last clip and we will say our goodbyes.
Metas killed your parents, Gracie. They all deserve to die.
Don't believe him, Grace.
I was mouthing the whole thing.
I didn't even notice that.
You know what? Because I know you guys. I know you also like this too. So let's laugh a little. And part 2. Well. For the record, I was channeling my inner Maleficent when I was saying that.
There you go. I mean, she loves Maleficent. Loves that. Fake Jake, that'd be very nice of you. That'd be very nice of you if we could figure out what connections you're speaking of.
The Dragon Bane voice is back. When Gotham is ashes, you may have my permission to go to sleep. Dark Vader breathing, Dark Vader breathing.
Ashes. You have my permission to die.
Guys, thank you guys so much for 10 episodes. Links to all of our stuff is in the show notes. Subscribe, like, comment. The timestamp will be up tomorrow because I gotta go to bed. He needs to go to bed. You guys need to go to bed. So, Endless Multiverse episode 11 coming soon. And thanks for the first 10 installments.
Thank you,
We're
guys.
just getting started. Silence the metal.
Gracie.